Check me out now. Return of the smooth operator. Shotty on repeat. I say sleep later. This another favor. Consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air. Fantasy a dream. Real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless. Learn to live shameless. Talk about me a lot, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless. So I'ma style on them. They washed up. It's a rap. Throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them. Otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue. Get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point. Moving forward, the battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a mind grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crashed Nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wanna ride? Come and vibe with the blue. Come 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 vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather, be weather, be tripping. Starting to control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose-ish. Why they still lying? They don't do this bad at board games. Whole world clueless, selling their soul for Roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a sliced extra mozzarella. Crew got born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge to tell her? You don't know, but my eyes are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame? Ever blink in the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight Marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do? Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Come vibe with the blue. Pass what up? Vibe with the.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
I have seen everything that has ever happened, ever will happen, ever could happen, and yet, what the hell is this?
Are you ready?
I might take off a couple of heads a night. Somebody give me a guillotine. I just might ride on my enemies. Dog and I fuck on my energy. Nowadays they just talk, but they talk about nothing. Nowadays everybody wanna say something. Goddamn, I'm the man and it feel like it. Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please, I'm trying to get paid.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie, Blerd without fear. Don't quite have the homie Robo or Cypher just yet. We actually will not have Cypher today. He actually had a prior engagement. Robo is running a little late because he had some stuff that came up as well, but he will actually be here. Welcome to episode welcome to episode, I believe this is what, 21? Yeah, episode 21 of Nerds of Culture. For those of you who are not familiar, if this happens to be your first Nerds of Culture stream, this is a stream where we give you, speak of the devil, he is here now. This is the stream where we give you a little bit of the nerd, a little bit of the culture, and everything in between. Robo, how you doing? Or I think he hasn't like fully in yet. Well, I'll give him a moment. But yes, everyone, welcome. We got a good bit to talk about. We did a spoiler-free review of Fallout last week. Obviously, we are going to talk about that, if you couldn't tell from the thumbnail. We're also going to talk about X-Men 97 so far. You probably already saw I put a video out not terribly long ago for the recent episode, but we're going to be talking about the series as a whole as it has been released thus far. Let's see here. Let me make sure that... All right, you in, my friend? Oh, there he is. He's in. Okay, let me... Oh yeah, I there was no need to have it earlier because you weren't here. You were here. You were here. There was no reason to have it. So that is dang. I know. You all right. I like, honestly, I was going to hit you up like right when you hit me up. And here, let me do this real quick because I had to move some stuff out of the way. Give me a sec. I'll turn on the virtual cam. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Honestly, it's just called oh wait, here, let me do this as well. I forgot about this part. Don't show my camera. There you go. Oh, and then I gotta redo this one. I forgot because it's been a while since I think it has been just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Right? Look, we were on the same page there. We're on the same page there. Yep. Okay, there we go. Yeah, like I said, man, we're professionals, man. We know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. Yeah. We know how this works. But no, it was called a shaving accident, and you just kind of try to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. Is basically
I've done that before. Yeah. Especially so I used to do the like when I was still in, I would do the pencil stash. You know what I mean? And that's dangerous because if you go pencil and you start doing like the thing, like trying to do like a whole authentic Puerto Rican, just one little mess up, click. I'm like, I got the whole thing.
See, I'm not careful enough for that. Enough for that. This is what you get. I'm back in high school again. Is basically what this is. This was me all through high school whenever I did actually have facial hair.
It does look like a 90s cut. That's a 90s fit right there.
Oh yeah. This was back in my like this was the I listened to both rap and rock facial hair gimmick.
This is the don't stereotype me, bitch.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You might have seen me at a Limp Bizkit concert. So what?
Yep.
Yeah. Like that. Like that's like it looks like I could say that at any moment. Yeah, like
break. No,
right? Give me something to break. Yeah, don't get me started on that. Look, every once in a while, like I'm just for no reason, apropos of nothing, I might go, yeah,
Yeah, I'm saying, look, here's
like
the deal.
yeah,
Head Ninja gets rolling.
rolling.
Right? There are some places that people are just like, it's cool to hate. Like, let's get sucked. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know, you had that shit up and you were mad because of whatever was happening in your life at that time, and that just made you feel good. That's what it did.
Dude, let me tell you something. I forget the name of the album, but it was their second album, the one with Nookie on it.
Hot dog flavored water?
No. That was one. It was one before that one. It was the one before that one.
Okay.
I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but it had like tracks like it had the break stuff song. It had the track with Method Man in Together Now. Yeah. I don't remember the name of the album, but let me tell you something. When that album came out, that was literally all I played in my car for a solid like school year. Whole solid school year. Significant Other. Yes, that was it. That was it. That was the one.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
That was the one. And let me tell you something. Yeah, I was that dude. I had the red baseball cap turned backward. I was that dude in the Jinkos and the kickwears.
He's doing a Jinko.
and would literally be out here talking about some, I did it all for the Nookie. Yeah, and to be fair, I never stopped doing it all for the Nookie, but it just
Till this day.
Yeah. It's just not cool to sing about it.
It's just well, what it is it's like, well, it's just one Nookie now.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's still that's all I do it for. Yeah,
yeah, 100%. That's it. Yeah, no, like literally, you can actually trace any dumb thing that I do, or anything I do that like it seems like, man, that seems kind of out of character for Ernie to do. He doesn't strike me as the type of guy that would go out and do this. Well, guess why I did it? I did it because
the Nookie.
Yeah. So you can take that cookie. I don't know.
And as married men, it's just a less romantic thing to say, like, everything I do for my wife. I'm like,
yeah.
I imagine Maneater like, don't call it the Nookie though. Don't. That's
she's like, no.
I'm just saying this for you now. I'm like, stop. That's disgusting.
Like I could literally, like, honestly, I could see her like pop her head in, like I just see her hand from the side of the camera. You just see this and be like,
stop.
Don't say it. She's like, don't ever say that shit again. Ooh, but no, so that kind of gave y'all an insight on where I came from, back in the day, and yeah, that was my life.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. You know what I think it is, honestly. I'm almost speaking for myself here, obviously, but I think it's that teenage kind of finding yourself kind of thing, right? Like I did really like everything, but I was also so like diverse. My family was the same way, so we're like, even when I was little in the 80s, it wasn't just one type of music. My uncles are out there listening to like Journey and shit. My mom's listening to Whitney Houston. My dad is blasting salsa music in the garage, and it's like and then we moved to Jacksonville, Florida, and my mom starts listening to country. So I hear country, I hear rap, and I'm like I like everything. And so when you're going through high school, you're like, no, pick a group. You either only like hip hop and everything else sucks, or you only like country and everything else sucks. Pick one. I'm like, I like Biggie and Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. Well, it was the same for me because growing up, it was just really me and my mom. So but my mom listened to a lot of stuff. Like, you would just as easily, like, if you were in our house and the radio was on, you were just as likely to hear like some Whitney Houston or some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, some Patti LaBelle, as you were to hear like some Beatles or David Bowie or Rolling Stone or Led Zeppelin or or anything, some Bob Seger, or Bruce Springsteen, some Bob Dylan, just as easily as you'd hear, probably, some random pop song that was hot at the time, like it just
and then you go to get a band. Then you start a band, or you're in a band.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It was
that
the
kind of stuff promotes that musical kind of that musical families,
Yeah, no, and it's so, and that's kind of what happened. Like I ended up being in bands. And I like when I was in high school, I did the same thing. I was like, oh, I gotta pick a lane. I have to pick a lane. And like it wasn't to say like I would just stop listening to everything else, but I will definitely say in my high school years, I was more likely to listen to like rock or like hard rock, whatever was like Disturbed or Metallica or Limp Bizkit, whatever. I was more likely to listen to stuff like that than I was to listen to the other stuff if I like was just like picking something out of the blue. Yep, see, there you go.
Paris Buell was asking, say, hey, you don't like abortions? Do something about it. Come on.
They do.
Be brave. Be brave.
Hey, look, let me tell you something.
Motherfucker.
look. When you take the bullets out of the gun, you can point that thing at anybody. Nobody's gonna care.
Anyway, it's all blank. You know what I'm saying?
Look, you can shoot up the club all you want. No one's gonna get hurt.
I'm saying. I tell you what, that was like the heavens opened up and the angels were singing the day that happened, because Maneater got the IUD out. She don't got to take pills anymore. She's like, thank God. I'm like, cool. Like, if we want kids, we'll adopt. It's no big deal.
Well, I mean, to my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, it's totally reversible. If you so choose.
Not totally, but it is reversible.
Okay.
It is reversible. Okay. Yeah, I think the doc said, he's like, excuse me. I think he put it, because actually they talk about that and they go, look, technically it's reversible, but you're looking at about 40 to 60% success rate on reversing it. So do not get this if you ever plan, because when they hear reversible, he actually almost canceled my shit actually, because
really?
I'm a weird dude. I ask all kinds of questions like for nothing. Like I was like, no. I'm not asking. I'm asking because I'm like, that's the way my brain works. And
you just want to
I
know.
have no intentions. Yeah, I'm like, hey, by the way, is this reversible? And he's like, you should have saw his face. He's like,
was there a record scratch?
Yeah, he's like, wait, why do you? No, technically yes, but we should not do this if you're thinking it's a 40% to 60% success rate. And I'm like, no. I'm just curious. I'm good. This shit. If you told me no, we'd still get it. He's like, okay, sure.
He's like, well, you say that now.
Yeah.
Speaking, you know what? Speaking of some love. We got some love here from Damaris Love. I can't show it right now because I think it kicked in before I opened up the chat, the Social Ninja chat. But we got a $1.99 super chat here from Damaris Love. Says Jonathan Hickman, Avengers versus Aliens coming soon. Yes, we're actually going to talk about that this Saturday. We're going to talk about this Saturday because I have some thoughts. And I don't think a lot of people are going to like them.
We're talking about the aliens.
Like xenomorphs. Like get away from her, you bitch. Aliens.
And are they planning this like 616 event?
Maybe. Hard to say. I got to read a little more about it, but like, I'll say this to give you a little preview. I'm going to tell you the main reason why I think a lot of people aren't going to be as excited or should not be as excited for this as they think they want to be. And that's because in order for the xenomorphs to be a threat to people like Captain Marvel, Iron Man, Captain America, so on and so forth, it would require the Avengers to be horror movie levels of dumb. just straight up. Like the stuff that people always complain about with horror movies, that's the level of stupid they're going to have to be, because you have to think about something. And this is something I don't think people are really paying attention to. You already have the Brood. Infinitely more terrifying. These motherfuckers can talk. They can fucking fly. They literally have a hive mind, and when they impregnate you, they can take your superpowers. And you got a walking, talking, flying xenomorph who is hyper intelligent.
Travel on purpose through space. They're flying through space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're not accidentally on some in the storage compartment, hooked under the bottom of the thing, like
because it was warm. Like not because they were smart, not because they're smart. Let's be real. Those xenomorphs, they get to the places that they get for two reasons. They're hungry and they probably want it to be warm. Let's just be real.
Right.
But
right.
yeah,
which by the way,
yeah,
like that lets you know, man, that was the real enemy. Xenomorphs are just animals, just trying to do their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'm just saying, like just like Helldivers, the bugs ain't the real enemies. Like it was all about oil. Actually, it's all about resources.
Helldivers will be, hey, Helldivers doing the thing that lets you know, hey, we're the bad guys. Aliens is out here trying to pretend like we're the good guys. Like, I see you. I see you.
Every time I see the name Wayland Yutani, I'm like, I'm like, all right.
I'm thinking about that dude. I'm thinking about the same thing as the dude posing next to the old elephant or the big lion. You know what I mean? That's the same thing to me. I don't care.
No, it's the same energy. It's like, what's the girl's name off the Office? Is it Pam? I always want to say Pam. Yeah, it's the same picture. Yeah. It's the same picture.
Yeah,
it's the same picture. We got another one here. $5 from Ed Boy in the Cut says, "Don't know if y'all are going to discuss it later, but did you see?" Oh, well, the same thing. Jonathan Hickman and Assad Ribbick are doing Avengers versus Aliens crossover book. Yeah, we're not going to talk about it today in any.
Assad Ribbick.
Yeah. Like honestly, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. It's the only reason anybody's going to pick that book up. Let's just be real. It's the creative team. It doesn't have anything to do with the fact that it's xenomorphs or aliens. People are going to get it strictly for who are the big guns on the book. That's what they're going to be buying it for.
I'm excited. I'm now changed my mind.
He's like
I was like aliens and this.
He's like, I'll give it an issue.
Yeah, Hickman and Assad Ribbick. Actually, I think you guys are rushing to be a little negative.
Yeah,
I think you guys. It actually sounds really good.
He's like, wait a minute. He's like, calm down now. He's like, calm down now. Yeah. we also got. Oh man, hold on, wait a minute. We got a. Let me see if I can do this without like doing it twice. I think it did it. And it didn't do it twice. Awesome. We got Max Damage from Gearless Mo says, "I had one pregnancy scare and one spring break scare, and that was enough for me to get quotey fingers fixed." He said, "Get those fucking likes up." Y'all know what y'all gotta do. I mean,
get fixed and get your likes up.
Yeah, right.
But only one of those is free.
Only one. Look, I'm gonna tell you what. Do the free one first, and then you can worry about the other one. You can worry about the other one later. I do agree with Chi-Town Dan. Avengers versus Predator, you'd have had my attention a bit more. Right. Now
we could do some like Batman imagination shit. Like, no, the Predator's just that good, you know?
Right. Like they brought like some, like they're like, oh, wait a minute. I want to come to Earth. I want to hunt the world's most dangerous game, you know, because man is the world's most dangerous game. Let's just go ahead and be real. Right. But then you go, well, wait a minute. What about superhumans? Ooh. Okay, so now I gotta get out my like I would imagine in that situation the Predator would have like Tony Stark has a Hulk buster, the Predator has like a hero buster, like armor or some shit. He's got adamantium or vibranium gauntlets, like man, dude, like
Predator breaks into Wakanda's armory.
Dude, I'd eat it up.
He's about to lose.
Oh my god!
Finds the armory and he's like, game on.
Oh my god. Okay, so you just put me. So you're saying. So you know they did that. They recently did a Predator versus or Wolverine versus Predator or whatever. Which I mean, it was okay. It was okay. It didn't light my world on fire.
They're always gimmicks. They're licenses. That's what they are.
Oh yeah. But dude, if they would have done a Predator versus Black Panther,
damn.
Dude, I'm telling you,
that would have been dope.
Dude, that is a license to print money. That's a license to print money. But yeah, damn. we don't deserve nice things.
No, watch. Next one we're gonna get like Predator versus Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like no, nobody want. Like now, Witch Doctor Sun said something about Predator versus Kraven. I'd have gotten with that. Because at least that makes some damn like it doesn't sound as sexy
It doesn't sound sexy. Plus, I don't really put a lot of respect on Kraven's name. I feel like Predator would clean him up pretty quickly.
Well, okay, so so it depends on what Kraven, because there's a new Kraven now. Like, if it's today Kraven, I would want to see it.
He's for real, huh?
Yeah, because Kraven now is not just like is not just regular man.
He's not a hunter.
I mean, he's got
more than just a regular hunter.
Yeah, he's got whole ass superpowers.
Oh, for real?
Like he's got like he has superhuman strength and shit now. Like he's the truth.
Plus the skill and the hunting ability. So then what that becomes then is Predator versus Predator. That's
basically, yeah. Like you could have taken legit like OG Kraven, and I think it still would have turned out pretty good, because I mean, I'll be real. If you can make Batman versus Predator interesting, I think you can make Kraven versus Predator interesting. It's just that, like, without that added, seasoning, I feel like it's not as compelling. It's not as compelling as what maybe it could have been. I don't know.
100%.
But that said, I'll buy that for $1. I mean, you know what? You jest. You jest that you would buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, hey, there you go. That you get it. You get what you asked for. That said, let's get into our let's go ahead and start jumping into our stuff. We got stuff and things.
Yeah.
Man, you know it's gonna be real crazy here in just a minute. If I deleted that Fallout image folder that I had. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, we're good. Okay. We're good. Don't worry about it. We're good. No, so to give everybody an idea of how the sausage is made. So when we do these shows, both Nerds of Culture and the Blerd Cave, depending on which one it is, doesn't really matter. But I have a folder on my hard drive called Show Assets, and I dump everything we're gonna have pop up on the show in that folder. Sometimes inside of a folder in that folder, depending on what it is. And yeah, some days, like when we get done with shit, and I'm like, oh, we'll never talk about this again. Delete.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next week it comes up again, or like weeks later down the road it comes up again, and I'm just like, damn, I gotta go download all this shit again.
Yeah, you better hold on to that Fallout. That Fallout's not going anywhere.
No, it's not. It'll. Well, you know what? It's you know what's gonna happen is the reason why I can tell you it's not gonna go anywhere is because for one. I've been catching myself throughout the week humming a lot of the music from Fallout. Like what was it? Like I'll be walking through the house like, I don't want to set the world on fire. Which is like, can I just say, man, no one really expresses this better than my daughter. She was like, why are they singing like that?
I mean, look, here's the deal, though. Let's be real. Let's be real for a second.
Yeah.
60, so it's the 1950s, so we're 70 years. 70 years from now, you can bet your ass.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to listen to our music. We could take the best non-niche music. We'll just say best pop song, Beyonce.
And
somebody's going to hear that 70 years from now and go, why did they sing like that?
The sad thing is somehow the Beehive will still be around and just drag that motherfucker on whatever. So like the thing is, it'll only be like 3 motherfuckers. Like the Beehive will have like the Beehive is going to be like the Brotherhood of Steel, just like using
it's literal religion.
Using pre-war technology to hunt down pre-war technology.
Yep. And they all pray at this church, and it's Beyonce, but she's like she's like holding a little baby Jay-Z with the like she looks like Mary. She's all glowing.
Yeah.
And shit.
Like for the Brotherhood.
hey, actually, the witch doctors, and that actually reminds me. So check this out. If y'all have kids, my son's 20. have them listen to rap from the 90s, right?
Oh,
we
man.
hear rap from the 80s, the hip hop to the hip hop when you don't stop, right? And like you hear that, and it's like, damn, that's old as fuck. They hear the shit we grew up, damn, that's old as fuck. Somebody's gonna hear today's rap, damn, that's old as fuck. And that shit like that, it's like it's obvious, right? But it's like still kind of blows my mind sometimes. But that's the answer. But here's a better question. Here's a better question for why does the music sound like that? And this is the part where me and Magneto were talking, and we just have to turn your brain off. You can't think about shit like that. 200 years.
Oh yeah.
And not one musician has come up with new music. Like 200 years.
Bruh. Well, okay, so that's the part. That is the part of Fallout that I find incredibly entertaining. Like no one has figured out how no one has figured out how to make new music. Like no one's taken a stick with some rubber bands on it and just kind of thumbed at it a couple of times or whatever. Like, yeah, no one's like it. I like, honestly, I'm shocked. No one sings. Like no one sings. Yeah. Like no one, like they're like no one just like, cause you know, even with humanity being kind of set back to like basics to square one, at some point, someone is going to figure out music. Like at some point, like it just
Fallout 76, they have instruments. Like on Fallout 76, you could pick up a guitar and play music.
Okay, so yeah, like that. So that just makes it even weirder.
That makes exactly. Exactly what I was going to say. I'm like, that actually makes instruments exist. People sing. People have fun, right? It's like, why are you still listening to music from the 50s? That don't make from 200 plus years ago. Like you would have new music. You know what I mean? Pet Boys can record. So like you would be able to like record new music. You can do all the kinds of shit that, you know, it just doesn't make any sense. Life in Fallout, people don't have time to make music. They're trying to survive.
Oh, is that what it is? Hey, well, you know what they say, considering the fact that war never changes, then well, guess what? Music does focus on that.
Here,
the war ain't going nowhere.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something right now. I'm gonna sound like old. Listen, I've been in war. You know, gearless motor. I just found out the other day. We have very similar careers in the military. He's been to war. And you know what? You know what we can tell you? And every vet who's been downrange will tell you? All the shenanigans you see on the internet, all the TikToks, all the dumb shit, like where they're playing or, doing like, sussy-wussy shit, just to have fun. That shit's been around for longer than TikTok. People have been singing, having fun in the war zone. So even in a post-apocalyptic war zone, people will be out there singing, having fun, doing their thing, because that's how you stay sane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, oddly, I feel like the odds of someone just humming a few bars while they're like, like on patrol or like on watch or something like that. Which, by the way, speaking of watch, let's watch these super chats because we got a couple of super chats in here. We need to one from the homie and one from one of our peoples. Here, let's go. We got one. What's this? This is 10 pounds. From the novice says Storm and Adversary. Oh, it was
it's in pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no one wants to hear my British accent, so yeah.
No one wants to hear mine either. But
he's gonna do it anyway.
When does that ever stop me?
He's like, I'm gonna do it anyway. Fuck it.
Storm and Adversary. Wish I felt this scared positively watching every episode of Moon Knight, Wanda, and both Strange films. Starting to slowly accept it because I like 97 so much. The MCU ain't for me personally.
I mean, yeah.
The novice. Give me a scale, like 1 to 10, like 1 that don't ever do that again, or 10 like, damn, that's kind of good. I thought you were like straight up like English.
Like you were from Queensberry. Queensberry rules. No, I mean, like you know what? Here's the thing.
You sound Korean.
You say sound correct? God damn it. All fuckery aside, all chicanery aside, I will say I'm happy for people that are very happy. Like, I love X-Men 97. There's no secret there. But I won't go that far. Like, I was never scared watching the cartoon.
This last episode?
Yeah, last night's episode, or the night before. I was never at any point terrified of the adversary because I don't take the adversary seriously. I'm sure, like, if it was like a real world situation and some big ass fucking owl creature showed up in my house, yeah, sure, I'd probably be a little spooked. Probably a lot of spooked. I might even pee myself. But watching a cartoon, no, God no. I honestly, the whole time I was looking at the adversary, I was just like, this motherfucker goofy as hell. I was like, but I got why they went with that look, because honestly, if they would have went with what the adversary normally looks like, which by the way, I don't know if a lot of people know this. I don't know if a lot of people have kept up with the comics enough to know who the adversary actually is. But if you have not, I will go ahead and tell you right now, he looks goofy as fuck.
I thought you were gonna say, I'm gonna tell you what, it's way scarier than what they showed in the cartoon. He's like goofy as fuck.
No. Well, you know what? I don't want to say goofy anymore, because to be fair, it's not so much that... Oh, wait, did I lose? Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. I lost my... Wait a minute. Where did it go?
You dropped off for me. Are you still alive?
Yeah. Yeah, it should be. Yeah. Yeah,
well,
still alive.
It's me. I got the black screen on your side. Huh.
Here, hold up. That is kind of weird. Not gonna lie to you. Hold on. Let me move this out of the way. Bam. There you go. I don't know what happened there. That was kind of weird. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna hold you.
Weird.
Oh, let me move this so you can see a thing. There you go. For whatever reason, Discord just like I looked up and like Discord wasn't even closed. It was just the window closed.
Yeah, I was sitting here talking to
oh, damn. That's kind of wild. That is kind of wild to me. I don't know personally how I feel about that. But no, I retract my... It's not that he looks goofy. It's just when I look at him, I can't take him seriously because he looks like a demon who just decided that he wanted to appropriate some indigenous culture. Is based, like, not to say he doesn't have a right to it, because technically he's, if I'm not mistaken, born of indigenous
so he's
culture.
Supposed to be like an indigenous... also, throughout history, he tortured... oh, man, I just realized... I don't think I've ever heard this word in real life.
What's that?
Cheyenne?
Cheyenne? Yeah.
Cheyenne, is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, that's how I assume you say it. Yeah.
Because I was like, Cheyenne. I was like, oh, I think this is one of those words I've only read. He tortured the Cheyenne people and later clashed with heroes like Forge and Storm. Okay, yeah. We know that because we saw the episode.
Right. But this is, but like what I have pulled up right here, this is what he normally looks like. And like,
so he's a demon of indigenous culture. Okay.
Yeah, he's a demon of indigenous culture. He looks like he fell out of a fucking indigenous prop store.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's what he looks like. So he's not
like
very
a
terrifying.
Smoking Indian comes to life. It's like Chucky.
Yeah.
But instead of a little doll, it's like the big wooden smoking Indian. Yeah.
Exactly. That's no, that's 100%. And you know, don't get me wrong. I mean, it was cute, but like I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Moving on. I was like, I wasn't ever just like, oh my god, this is the craziest thing ever. No, it just like. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm just stone cold and I don't, feel anything. But you all see, I remember I watch horror movies like all the time. Like I put them on when I go to sleep at night. They calm me. Yeah. So like stuff like that. Like Robo and I are cut from the same cloth. So in a lot of respects. But yeah, it to me, I just look at it and go, oh, okay, it's a thing. Like if you did, like I watch Terrifier when I go to sleep. Like
Yeah,
I
that
legit
is-
put
that-
on
yeah,
Terrifier and been like,
I had a whole conversation with somebody about Terrifier. They're like, it's just one of those torture porn movies, and it's just I don't understand it, and da da da. I'm like, okay, time out. Torture porn is like Saw. Torture porn is like you know, kind of, you know me, I'm going off track real quick, but on like Hostel.
okay,
You know,
yeah,
like you
yeah.
know what I mean? No. This is not. It's just regular actually, and it looks fake. It looks crazy. That's the point, because you're
Yeah.
not supposed to be like,
Right.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. You can kind of tell that she's made out of plastic, and he's just bashing her head in, and it's like, yeah, because it's cool. It's just
Well,
that's the style.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was watching Terrifier 2, the part where he's like torturing old girl for like what feels like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
because it probably
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
But like he's like cutting her up and he's pouring salt all over her and he's just like stabbing her in the back and everything like repeatedly. I'm not gonna lie. The whole time I was watching that scene, I was never like, ooh. Oh
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. No, the whole time I was watching the scene, studying it, because I was very curious how they shot it. Because I had read an interview somewhere where he said it took them like a month to film it or like something along those lines. And I was like, dude, I said, because at first I was like, I wonder why. I wonder like what was the creative choice to have a torture scene that lasts almost like a half hour. And it's not really a half hour. It's probably closer to 15, 20 minutes. But like still. And then when I learned that it took them that long to film that one scene, I was like, oh yeah, no, I'd have milked that motherfucker. For all
and
it's
you
worth.
also gotta sit there and appreciate the practical effects and shit like that too. But yeah, I mean that's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
like what
me.
we're you know when I saw the Owl 2, you know, going back to like if it was scary or not, you know, I saw it and I was like, okay, this is it's for kids. Got a ring, you know. I mean, if everybody got different tastes and shit, you know, maybe if you don't watch it like that, you know, you're kind of like, man, this is fucked. But yeah. You know what the problem is? I think we're ruined. That's what it is.
We're ruined.
We're ruined. We are like you. If you go to sleep to Terrifier, like of course it's not. Gonna
Oh
bother
yeah,
you.
nah, dude. I'm like all those jokes that people have about like about loose women. It's like you like as far as like you know what scares me, you could throw a hot dog down the hallway without touching the sides. Like you'd have to like you got to come with something pretty freaking intense. You got to come with something pretty freaking intense for me to be like, oh my god. To me, I'm just like bird person. Like how people when they were saying like Godzilla versus Kong and they're like, oh, it's giant fire breathing lizard versus monkey. That's me looking at this. I'm like, oh, it's woman who used to have the powers of a goddess against bird person.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still stuck on hot dog down the hallway. So
I've been look. I apologize. I've been out of pocket lately. With my with you here. You know what? Let me see myself out.
Okay. That's definitely an analogy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. But for real though, like I don't like jump scares don't work on me. Like
Right.
Like I don't like when I watch a horror movie, I don't think about it. Like I think about it later, but I'm just like I'm just so immune. But
No,
you
I
know
feel
who's
you.
not immune? You know who's not immune? Your boy Cypher, because he says he's not fired. He says sorry I couldn't be there, but show the bros all the love and gets the likes up. He said I'm not fired, I promise. He's not fired. He's not fired. No, but he is on probation. No, I'm joking. He's not on probation.
For 1 week.
1 week probation.
You're not allowed on the show until next Thursday.
Right. See, yeah, that'll fix you. That'll fix you. It's funny. I saw someone in the I think Witch Doctor Son brought up Birdman, Michael Keaton's Birdman. I found Birdman more terrifying than the adversary. But it's also the thing too when something's in an animated format, my brain immediately goes, "This is not scary at all."
I don't see how. Yeah, I don't see how that could. Yeah,
it's the same for me with horror. Like when people ask me about horror comic books, it's the same thing. I don't get scared by those either. If I read one, it's because I just genuinely enjoy the story. It has nothing to do
Right.
with like, oh my god, I'm not like that at all.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I think it maybe takes a different kind of imagination. I think even books, I'm not like that with too. Like
It's
I can
same.
read a good book, and it's like, damn, oh shit, oh I get it, oh plot twist, okay,
Plot twist.
But I'm never like, okay, I'm sleeping with the lights on tonight.
Right,
This book is crazy, and I'm like, and I'm a visual thinker. You know what I mean? Supposedly there's like some people think in words and some people think in pictures. I think in pictures. You know, like
Same.
I hear the voices, I see the scene, and it's still kind of like you need to put that shit up. You know, I don't know. I actually do blame it on something though. I don't think
what's
we
that?
can say it here. Let's just say spicy internet.
Oh, got you. Yeah. That's
I
fair.
think that kind of desensitizes me. I'm like, I need visuals. You know, and like, oh,
Yeah.
you got to do some extra. You got to do some extra, man.
Oh, yeah. It's like you can't just show up. You gotta bring a little something extra.
That's
madam.
right, that's
Sorry,
right.
this is what it is.
See,
he's like, God dang it. He's like, God damn it. I just saw that.
you get all mad at the author, like, oh my god. See, these are cheap jump scares. Like, it's not even that scary. They just put jump scares in there. That's what they do.
Look, I as a kid, I remember reading like I read Stephen King.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my mom had the book It, and I read it as a kid. I was like, I don't get what is so terrifying about this. Like, I don't know why y'all, like, everyone's like, oh my god, it's so, oh man, it had me scared for months. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I guess. But
I mean,
and I'm
I'm
very visual.
Story,
Yeah, I'm like I'm incredibly visual, and I just don't see it that way. But yeah, it is what it is. I figure here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna talk about X-Men '97 because I feel like we're just all the questions kind of led in that direction.
You know what's funny? I love you, Ernie, but as soon as you said that earlier, like, well, I got the video, you know, I mean, it's gonna be. I understand what you wanted. You didn't want to do too much redundancy, right? You know, like doubling up and tripling up. And I sat there, I'm like, okay, we'll see.
Right. He's like, this is what you gonna do. Wait, I need to save this as a soundbite for every single time this comes up because I feel like I catch us repeating it a lot. What is it you always tell me, Robo? You live in the what?
You live in the house you build. You know what I'm saying? People want to hear it. That's what they decide what the show's about, not us.
So you know what? That's it.
The chat lets us believe we're in control of the show. Just like, no, stop. Yeah. Oh, you don't want to talk about that? Okay, watch his numbers.
He's like,
watch his numbers. What happens?
He's like, that's cute. Anyway.
Yeah.
Get back to get. Wait, was it? It's like that Simpsons. Like the say the line, Bart. He's just like.
Oh
okay.
Shit! I mean, if you think about it, it really did go down like that. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're just gonna review X-Men. We're not gonna talk about the last episode so much because I got another video coming out. Go check that out. 10 pounds. Anyways, 10 pounds from the novice. Storm and adversary.
It's like
I don't give a fuck what you said, man. I'm trying to talk about this.
And that was like 25, 30 minutes ago. Like that was like that tells you anything. So yeah, we're just gonna stay on that path. But yeah, the whole thing, you could. What Birdner is saying, the question about Forge, like his machine actually worked or Storm just needed to convince herself. Honestly, I feel like it's one of those that's left up to interpretation. You can kind of take it however you want. I think in the video I put out, I pretty much said I feel like I kind of prefer the narrative that she just needed to get her mind right. But I mean, it also works if you look at it in the framing of she. Like that, like when Forge put her in the machine, and you know she's going through the whole she's going through the whole process, and you know next thing you know she comes out of the machine and she's sitting there trying to summon the power and it's not working, that I feel like, yeah, if you really want to, you could kind of look at it as she was still in her head, and
right,
once she got out of it, okay, there you go. Now the powers are back. She's so powerful now that she is completely materialized. A full head of hair, and new clothes. Just like that. Not a criticism either. That's just me being funny.
It is a criticism for me. Not anything I'm gonna linger on, but I did go. What happened? What just happened? Is that her power? Is that part of the elemental god power? Yeah.
It kind of is. It actually kind of is.
To make clothing appear on yourself?
Yeah, she's done it before.
Has anybody explained how?
No, not really. No.
Okay.
It's one of those things. Look, you just go with it. It's kind of like it's kind of like the whole. So okay, you know how like when Spider-Man needs to web someone up,
yeah,
and he webs them to a wall, and he's like, "Hey, this stuff don't dissolve for like a couple hours,"
right?
And they make a point to make sure you're aware of that. And literally in the same comic, he uses his web to pull a cheeseburger away from somebody and start eating it. Does like the web is gone. It's one of those things like you just it's that what is logical versus what looks cool.
Here's what I'm gonna do though. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna admit that what I'm about to do right now is annoying. I gotta do it anyway. Okay. See, when we're not talking about power levels. You know what I mean? Like, a punch that does this, but the punch can do that later. That's different, right? Like that web thing is kind of like, okay, we know how much raw electricity is in lightning, and if lightning touches you, that's it. So to say that she can make lightning touch you a little bit and it only knocks you out instead of kills you, that's the shit that it's like, that's not logical. She just made lightning hit you. There's no little bit of lightning. That's fucking pure electricity. That's different, right? But in this case, I'm not talking about like what part of her powers, oh, where does she get the moisture from in the desert to make rain? Does she create water? That's different. That's different.
Well, to be fair, I can answer that question.
Clothing.
She pulls moisture from another area and then brings it to that one.
Perfect. I love it. But even if she didn't do that, it's still elemental. I'm fine. Like that's the part where you got to be like, bro, it's comics. But if she all of a sudden said, she was in a bind in one issue. This is how I look at the clothing shit right here. This is a good example. Imagine her, everybody's dying. X-Men are getting their ass whooped. It's the end, right? We know it's not the end, but that's the way the writer's making it seem. And she all of a sudden's like, the power of the elements grant me, and she stretches. And her arm stretches like Mr. Fantastic or Ms. Marvel to like grab the bad guy and throws him into space. And then her arm comes back to normal and says, I did it. And is never explained. I want to hear nobody tell me there's like, oh, you have a problem with talking dragons and aliens, but yes, I do. She's stretched right now. Somebody explain this shit. And that's how I feel about her creating clothing and growing her hair back.
Well, I will say there is precedent in the first episode of the original X-Men animated series.
Okay.
In the matter of fact, I even clipped it earlier because I actually made a tweet. I actually made a tweet about this the other earlier today, and let's see. Will it here? Let's do this. Let's do this. Bam. Here we go. Let's do like right here. You see, she was wearing regular clothes, and she uses her little lightning whatever. She just materializes her costume like right there, like literally. From head to toe.
I like that. See, this is the type of shit. This is why I like these kind of conversations, because a lot of people don't know how to have these conversations with me. They just want to be like, it's a comic book, bro. Like, no, that's not fun. That's not fun. No, this right here, I like this right here. What is it? Wait the fuck, I just saw it. Oh, C.E. Ruse. Maybe she can make lightning constructs. Okay, maybe because she can control like elements, maybe she controls light. Maybe she's actually butt naked, but she's using light to make it appear like what she's wearing, whatever. Like I'm like,
well,
I like that. Now we're getting somewhere.
So it's funny that you say that as well. So, first and foremost, and this is one of my my favorite things ever in the history of ever. So I think it was in Giant Size X-Men #1, literally like her first appearance. I might need to be someone correct me if I'm wrong. I also want to say she does it there as well.
Okay.
Because in the original Giant Size X-Men #1, she is not buck naked, but she is pretty goddamn close to it.
I remember. I know exactly what panel you're talking about too.
Yeah. And I want to say, I could be wrong.
When they cover up the parts with like smoke and shit.
Yeah, or her hair and so yeah.
Oh, right.
She usually does. Yeah, so she usually does walk around. Because I remember that was a point of contention for her and Jean. When Jean first came back, and after they rescued everyone from from Krakoa, back in the day. But yeah, it's one of those. They've done it a lot off and on throughout the years. Now I'm gonna tell you one way I just kind of wrote it off in my head is because at one point in time it was revealed that Storm has a magic lineage in her family.
Okay. Like
she is now. This all came up I think in 2007. So take it however you wanna. But in 2007, it was revealed that she is descended from the second ever Sorcerer Supreme. And while this was never really touched on very often, later on they introduced another character who she was descended from named Ashake. And Ashake also was skilled in magic, and her and Storm looked just alike. There was that. And then so they kind of played on the idea that, she is descended from magic. It's something that she has roots in, but she's not terribly skilled in. And then they recently did some stuff with Scarlet Witch. They did a thing where Scarlet Witch and Storm are hanging out and they're dealing with some shit, and then out of nowhere, they have to fight some stuff, and Scarlet Witch is like, oh, hey, let's do this, and I'll show you how to do blah, 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 blah. And Scarlet Witch, Storm brings up the second Sorcerer Supreme connection, Aisha. Yeah. And that's when Scarlet Witch is like, oh, hey, I got some stuff we might need to talk about regarding that. And yeah, basically kind of implying that she knows more now about those connections.
Got it. But yeah, I like that. That's dope. Yeah. That's dope. Extra stuff. Kind of like Wolverine and Miss Marvel. They're mutants, but there's also other shit about their history that give them other abilities that are outside of the mutant thing. First of all, let me just say real quick, Ars Parks, man, you better be black. Because I don't know whether or not to laugh or be mad.
I saw that. Yeah. Wait. But here's the thing, though. I kind of like that shit. I kind of like that. Look. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Danger.
I mean, hit the danger button, but I mean, I'm a ride with it. I'm a ride with it. But no. So yeah. So there's that. The thing I actually really wanted to dig into though is the series thus far, because there was a couple things that came up when this...
real quick, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
The powers returning thing. I wanted to let you finish and I forgot. Yeah. So real quick, that whole thing for me looked like an allegory for disabilities. And the reason why I thought about it is because my brother's kind of going through that right now. He doesn't know if he's gonna walk right again after some shit that went down. But there are things that happen, right? And that technology, medicine will get you part of the way. But then your own, there's a mind-body connection that's kind of unexplained, but there's also, the work that you got to put in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I took that whole thing was that the machine kind of got the ball rolling. The machine was like physical therapy. And with her kind of being negative and down on herself, and I don't deserve it, and I'm not shit without my powers, yada yada yada. Then it's like, okay, cool. Then you're not gonna get better. So the machine did part of it. She had to get herself the rest of the way, which is, again, an allegory for doing the work and having the positive mind body connection.
That is perfect.
Yeah.
No, that is absolutely positively perfect. That is honestly probably the to me, actually that is probably the most accurate commentary appraisal that I can think of. That is because I mean it makes sense. Sure, you can have the surgery to walk again, and the doctors will tell you like, oh well, it's there's a lot of factors. You got to do your physical therapy. You got to be in the right mindset. And that makes a lot of sense. That actually makes a lot and kind of allows you to see it as more of a struggle as opposed to just like, oh, I just magically I'm just magically badass.
Yeah, exactly.
I will also say too that the only thing I was kind of disappointed with, I was actually hoping they would have let that drag, not necessarily, probably should say the word drag, makes it sound terrible, but like I wish they would have let it cook a little bit longer because I feel like that time frame in the comics where Storm did not have powers, which like I always like to remind people, that was a 4-year stretch. That was a 4-year stretch where she didn't have powers. And some of her,
you mean like in comic time or
no,
like 4 years of real life comics?
Real time.
Damn, this must have been in that gap. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it was real time.
Man, if I was a Storm fan, how pissed would you be? Like, oh, that's the one you're gonna take the powers away from? Bitch ass.
Well, but what was so funny about it was that some of her greatest moments come from that time frame. Okay. Like when she fought Cyclops for leadership of the X-Men. She didn't have any powers. She was degular out there in the streets. She was just chilling.
Well, hey, Batman can do it, Aurora can do it.
Hey, I'm just hey, prep time.
That's it.
and to be fair, she was a very effective leader of the X-Men, even without powers. But yeah, getting back to that, we do have a super chat here from Levesta the Samurai, I believe. Yep. It says, beer looks nice, Ern. What's good, left face? Hey, thank you.
What's up? Yeah.
I'm trying. It's it would probably be better if I actually used like clippers, but this is all razor. Not straight razor. I'm not that good. But yeah, thank you. I am a.
It looks moisturized as fuck too. I'm looking at your beard. I'm looking at mine. I'm like, I get some more beard oil, man. That shit is dry as fuck.
get like, well, to be fair, you see, this is where Manscaped needs to reach out to me. So this would have been the perfect moment for like a Manscaped plug.
There you go.
Look, can I have like actually here? I want to stop this just for a moment because I want to put some respect on Robo's name. Right now, Robo's got got his first affiliate sponsorship from Ground. Was it Ground News Media?
Yeah, no, just Ground News. Yeah,
or just Ground News. Okay. And like, I'm not gonna lie, I was proud as fuck when I came to the stream last night. I saw he had the logo down there. Bob, I was like. Like that Grizzly Adams, where he turns right, he's just like, that was me.
You were the motivation. Whenever that shit happened with the Elgato thing, I remember I was looking about that. I was like, he's right, because you said something about like, fuck, I'll just shoot my shot, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot my shot too.
What are they gonna do? Tell me no?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck out of here with that. Oh, but no, I was like, yeah, you know what? Manscaped, holla at your boy, man. We can make this work. Real. Yeah, because it's well, because when I think
in their butt beard oil,
right. I'm just saying, look. I'm just saying. I've looked at my analytics. I know my audience is like 97 or 96% male. Look, we can make this work. Just saying, Manscaped, holla at your boy.
Jonathan Stewart's out here saying your shit's dry. He's like, nah.
He's like, quit playing. He's like, quit playing. Look, man, don't hate on my shit, man. Don't hate on my shit. He's like, don't hate on my shit. Hey, but I tell you what, I bet you if Manscaped was sponsoring your boy, dude, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, dude, I would fuck around and look like ZZ Top. It'd be
the best beard you ever used in your life.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like look, it would be look, y'all fucking with me mid video. I would fuck y'all up. Y'all like, I'd be like, okay, so see, so right now we're at this point in the X-Men comics where Charles Xavier has done the worst thing humanly possible to the X-Men. And it is not picking up his beard oil from Manscaped.
you know what Magneto just did is bad, but you know what's worse? Paying full price for Manscaped. Follow my link, you get 15% off Manscaped.
I'm just saying, I could do this. Don't fuck with me. I can do this, okay?
Oh man.
Okay, no. To be fair, this is just juices and berries. This is all. So active. This is juices and berries. No. Oh god. Actually, okay. So to be fair, I didn't see it. I did not see the comment. The 92 ghost said no comment on my electrolysis, comment on her clothes and hair. I mean, now that you say it, now I'm thinking about it. I see it now. I'm like, oh man, that's
see that makes sense.
Yeah, dude, no, sense. Electrolysis. It all makes sense.
Clothing,
to me now.
I had a problem with, but we're good. I'm past it. We got magical shit. We got electric constructs. I even heard some like molecular shit. I'm here for it. All right, I'm through. But hairless, we already know. We already know how that. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. This is how you know you're in a good place with somebody. I was talking to someone on Twitter. I don't want to blow up their spot, so I'm not gonna name them. But I'll just say they are a trans woman, and there were some jokes were cracked about like laser hair removal for their face. And it was one of those things where like sometimes you never know how comfortable you can get with people. But I was actually quite pleased that I did not get canceled in this moment because I was joking about how like, oh no, see what you do is you just get Cyclops. Like Cyclops just literally blasts the shit out of your face and it's all gone. Done. Cut the check. And she was like, I never thought of it that way. She actually thought it was cool. I was like, oh, there you go. See, I was like, I'm here all week. I got jokes.
You were gonna use concussive blast when Wolverine's right there,
dude. Right? Like, I mean, look. Dude, first off, the fact that Wolverine doesn't have a barbershop of any sort is a missed opportunity for storytelling. Just saying. Wait a minute, we gotta. That ain't nothing but ultra perm.
So what do you think? Damn.
He's like Palmer's cocoa butter. Hey, I'm just saying. Hey, look. Y'all think? Look, let me tell you something. Look. I will slang some fucking cocoa butter, okay? All right, don't play with me.
Cocoa butter scented Dove. That shit is money,
dude.
Cocoa butter scented Dove bars, money.
Chef's kiss. Don't think I won't do it. I'll do that shit in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But no, it was it's one of those things that once again you just have to be able to. You have to be able to laugh at some things. Like there's a difference between being able to poke fun at something and in a sense of mocking someone and a difference in poking fun at something and laughing with someone. And I typically prefer to err on like laughing with someone as opposed to mocking them, unless they're an idiot. And then that's when I'm like perfectly okay with making fun of them. But no.
Oh wow, look at that shit.
What was
this
up?
is up your lane. I'm sorry, dude. Like I
wait
feel
a
bad
minute.
for Ernie sometimes. I feel bad for Ernie sometimes because like Ernie's style, like you see what's happening with him and Carter. Ernie's like boom, boom, let's do the show. Da 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 da. I'm ADHD as motherfucker. If you ever watch Left Face, man, don't even, you know what? Just ignore the title. Ignore the title, ignore the thumbnail, because I might not even get to none of that shit. Because what I'm about to do right now is you saw what happened with she said about
you said about Nyla Rose. Oh no, I did not. I actually went and looked it up now.
The Oklahoma State Athletic Commission has warned AEW about having Nyla Rose compete against cisgender women in the state.
Which okay,
like AEW.
Okay, I want to point out something. I want to look. Okay, these are not serious people. Okay, let's just,
man, I hate it here, man.
Can I just say these are not serious people? Okay, they are not serious. Okay, I just want to put this. Yeah, okay, look, we're gonna talk about this because I have to. So let me ask you this, because I know Robo, you are not a wrestling fan by trade.
No. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But you are you familiar? Are you familiar with who Nyla Rose is, like as a person?
Nope. I know they're a trans woman, right?
Yeah, trans woman.
Yep.
And they have been wrestling for quite a while, to my understanding, for some years. Nyla Rose, to my understanding, is probably one, I won't say the first, but probably the first popular openly trans woman wrestler.
Yeah.
And she's great. She's fantastic. I mean, yeah, when she first started out, she was relatively new. So, she was a little green in some spots. So like sometimes she would be, I don't necessarily say prone to like botches, but like, every now and again she'd mess up. I mean, and to be fair, veterans mess up all the time. So it's not something that I'm not gonna be like, well, she can't wrestle. I'm not,
right.
Right. I'm not gonna say that. But and not only that, she is a fairly fun wrestler. And here I'm gonna pull this up. I was gonna pull this up just to kind of give you an idea of who we're talking about. But Nyla Rose, they call, like, she goes by the moniker the Native Beast.
Okay.
Because she is and before anybody starts running around saying, "Oh my God, she's problematic because she's calling herself the Native." Nyla Rose is both indigenous and black,
right.
to my understanding.
Right.
So, but like her whole thing is like she's a powerhouse, she's a badass. She's the type of wrestler who, it's kind of funny because her personality, like, off camera is very like sweet and innocent, and I won't say innocent. She's not innocent. But she's very sweet. She's very like nerdy and goofy, and like she's always talking about anime and video games and comics that she loves or whatever, and like she likes to poke fun at stuff too. But like when you actually see her in the ring, I mean, it's a completely different, night and day different personality. She's like a mean, like almost like gutter type of like personality. But like this is wrestling. She is not a she's not wrestling like collegiate level wrestling. This isn't wrestling for competition in any kind of a sport that isn't already predetermined. And it's baffling to me that Oklahoma is sitting here trying to, the Oklahoma Athletic Commission is sitting here taking professional wrestling.
That's the part that gets me right there is like, that's how you know damn well that they are not for real. Like this is just
No.
I just want to figure out a way to hate something. I want to make people's lives miserable.
Yeah.
Like, so what if a trans woman went on a sitcom and pretended to do pro wrestling for an episode? Is that against the rules too?
Right?
Because we know
It's the same
we
thing.
know that it's acting. It's all acting. You
Yeah,
know?
it's very much all acting. And the thing is, I feel like the Oklahoma Athletic Commission is trying to get AEW to say something as if the world doesn't already know.
Right.
Like,
Right.
it's been public knowledge. Like, and when I say public knowledge, I mean like, okay, yeah, even wrestlers are being open now about the fact that this stuff is predetermined and you know, quotey fingers, not real. You know, that's not a word they usually use, but like, it's just, you know, breaking it down in basic terms. It's predetermined. It still hurts. You know, contrary to popular belief, those mats that they land on, there's a bunch of plywood under that mat, and the mat's only
bounces,
that the mat's only like that thick, maybe like that. I think actually no, more like right in there, about that thick. And the ropes.
I mean, it's not fun, but
Yeah.
it definitely, it's supposed to get some give, right? Like,
a little bit. And the ropes are stiff. Like they don't like. I mean, sometimes depending on what wrestling promotion, sometimes they have looser ropes than others. But yeah, if you bounce off the ropes, it can hurt a little. Not like a lot, but I mean, like it's not comfortable. And when they do moves to each other, like they're actually like, yeah, they're not doing it with the express purpose to harm the other person. But like, if I throw you, like if I pick you up and drop you on your back on that mat, it ain't gonna feel great. Like, you probably gonna need some Epsom salt later. You know, but I mean, it's not like they're competing like for actual wins. So the fact that, this right here lets me know the Oklahoma Athletic Commission, they are not serious people. And honestly, I find it kind of disgusting because I wonder how they felt about WWE coming to their neck of the woods back when the Dudley Boys were power bombing 80-year-old women off of the top rope through tables, and women were getting super kicked and thrown out of the ring, and you know, getting stone cold stunned and rock bottomed. I wonder how they felt about that. Did they actually speak up and say anything about that then? Because technically that would be competition. But yeah, hey,
Tony Khan, AEW president, he said a whole lot of stuff. A lot of it, you know, to give him credit. I mean, obviously there's a lot to the quote, but the plus side is that he stood by her and stands and supports her and says this is a shit decision. The only thing I'm a little disappointed in is I would have liked him to be like, okay, bet, fuck Oklahoma, we're pulling out and don't expect us to be back. You know what I'm saying?
Show canceled. Canceled.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you know, what we know, sadly, what we know of it. I'm a UFC fan, so I'm well aware of the shittery that are the fans of UFC. Getting out of Oklahoma is probably losing quite a bit of money when it comes to pro wrestling.
Oh yeah.
But he goes, all I can say is we have a great plan for our shows 2024 and 2025. We have a great new team and take all of this into consideration. I treat it as a developing story. I'm kind of surprised by this, but we definitely want to do our best to support the fans across America and all over the world and bring AEW wrestling everywhere. We have great fans. We have great fans in Oklahoma. They are important to us. Of course they are, because they have money. They have money that you want. We'll do anything we can to support those fans. It's something we're going to have to think about. Now, this right here, I'm not even a big fan, but this is something I kind of want to follow because, you know, when you look at this kind of stuff right here, what did WWE do in Saudi Arabia? I said, all right, bet. Yeah, no woman allowed to go there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they do it now. They do it now.
Oh, I bet they do.
But it took a while.
Rolls in.
Oh yeah. Well, what they did is it took a while for them to do it. Like the first, I think, few pay-per-views they did in Saudi Arabia, that took, and even then, the women all had to wear like full clothing. Like they had to wear like sweatshirts and sweatpants. They still couldn't show. I don't know if it's still that way now, but I know when they first started doing it, they could not show any skin whatsoever. So it was still it was still very old timey. If that makes any sense. But one thing I'll definitely say though is that and this is just my I'm so sick of unserious people trying to affect change that doesn't amount to anything. It's like, dude, how about this? Oklahoma, how about you focus on the fact that there are women in the WNBA who are getting paid less than like a quarter of what their male counterparts are getting paid. Focus on that. Don't focus on professional wrestling. It's not
they don't give a fuck about none of that.
It's just like you just wind up looking like a clown to me though. Like, all right, like when the government, like, okay, it's one thing if like we're talking about Vince McMahon making hush money payments and sex trafficking allegations. Okay, cool, yeah, get into that. But like trying to police whether or not a trans woman who, to me, I'm sorry, I don't care who this offends. Trying to say that a trans woman cannot wrestle another woman in a sport that is not real.
That's it right there. I don't even, and I appreciate the chat. The chat hasn't gone there. Nobody's gone there. You know what? On Twitter, don't go there. I'm telling you, if anybody gets on there, don't even fucking entertain the fucking conversation about trans women in sports. Don't even entertain it, because that's what they want. They're trying to get that conversation in there and like, oh, so you're okay with them throwing around? Yes. You know why I'm okay with it? First of all, I'm fully so trans woman or woman, okay, period.
Yeah.
But even if I did have but sports are different. It's acting, and like you said about the dudes throwing the 80-year-old women around, we see that shit all the time. Cis men throwing and fucking body slamming cis women, or running into the cage and clotheslining a cis woman. We see that shit all the time. So stop fucking pretending that this is about sports or it's about protecting cis women or some shit like that. It's you hate trans people, and that's all this is. Because when a cis dude is beating the shit out of a cis woman, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. I got I literally watched somebody get chin checked at WrestleMania just a couple of weeks ago. A woman getting chin checked by a dude at WrestleMania, if I remember correctly.
If you say something, you know what they'll say? Rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
It's acting. Come on, it's pro wrestling. It's all acting. It's not a big deal. Like that girl that got powerbombed. That's acting, bro. Chill
it's
out.
Acting, dude.
Stop being a white knight. You're being a white knight, bro. Like, she's okay.
Why are you putting the cape on, man? There's real problems in the world. Man, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit.
And then like, all right, bet. Trans woman, you do it now. Oh my God! See, this is I cannot watch this.
I am so offended.
I have not cared more about JV women's volleyball in my life. The fact that there's a trans woman playing at a community college volleyball team right now is just, I can't. What is this country coming to?
I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of ingesting, but I mean, the energy's the same. My daughter is playing soccer now, and I got to go see her play for the first time this past Saturday.
That's awesome.
And she, when I went to go see her, play with her team. In my head, I was never really thinking about this because I was just so used to like 80s, 90s sports kids movie sensibilities where like the teams aren't separated by gender. Mm-hmm. It's just, no. All the boys and girls are all on the same team.
With their kids, with
their kids. So when I showed up and that was not the case, it was like, oh no, this is actually like an all-girls team versus an all-girls team.
Mm-hmm. By age brackets and stuff. So you play, she's playing, is she in a club or is she like in a community center thing?
Like, no, it's a legit like program deal or whatever. Where like it's like a whole bunch of different teams or some shit.
Let me ask you this question: when you found out how much it cost, did you go, "Okay, bet," or did you go, "God, okay"?
It was more like bet. It was somewhere. It was split the difference. Okay. But leaning more towards bet.
Maybe it's an affordable club then.
It's an affordable club.
Tell you what, my son played soccer through high school, and you got your community center leagues, and it's like, yeah, go play that shit, whatever. But then you want to get to a club because it's for real, man. I'm like, man, we're gonna be top ramen for a while because that shit is hurting me.
well, I can definitely tell you this. I was incredibly surprised when I showed up to see her game, and it was girl on girl. Like it was like a girl team versus girl team.
Yeah.
And it was funny too because like they had other games going on. Like there was like the boys, like because they have an all boys counterpart team. Yeah. And like because I was like, damn, I was like, man, my little girl gonna be out there like kicking and shooting goals.
Is this your first experience with this? I know you got a whole point. I know you got a whole point with this, but
yeah. No, but that was
first experience.
Yeah.
Just wait. Wait, here's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you just one thing here. All that shit that you see in the sitcoms and in movies, the whole thing about crazy parents and that shit's real. That shit's real. You're gonna hear some shit where your daughter's gonna fuck up or something, and someone's like, "Oh, what the fuck is she doing?" And you're gonna be like, "We're gonna get thrown out of this club if I go over there, so I'm gonna chill a little bit." I'm like, "Hey, she's trying her best, man."
Well, well, you know what's funny? It almost happened Saturday.
Oh, no.
It actually almost happened Saturday. Someone was because yes, sir, she's absent. She's absent-minded. And she kicked the ball. And I found out later what was going on, why she stopped going after the ball. It was because something like flew into her eye. That's why she kind of like she kind of like acted as if the ball bit her. And like there was a parent next to me who was like almost wanted to talk shit, but I think what actually stopped him is that he realized that this is another black guy and his child is the only other black person on the team. So I think he realized sitting next to me that was my kid. So like he was about to say something and he caught himself because like if it was like anybody else, if it was like some little white girl, then he probably would have been like, damn, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? Because I saw him do it to everyone else. I saw him do it to everybody else, but he caught himself when he realized that there was a chance. But yeah, no, I don't even know where the hell else I was going to go with that. But what I know where I am going to say is Devontre here with the $20 says support SA Public Transport. VIA will not acknowledge over 60% approval for ATU 694 union to support all other workers. I'm doing my part in spreading the word, petition in Blerd and Left Face Discord. And I actually respect that because I think I don't think it's any surprise for Robo because I think if any of y'all if y'all follow Robo, y'all kind of already know what time it is. But I don't really talk about this stuff quite as much unless I'm in Robo's Discord. Because the only time it really comes up, but like, I am in full support of that. So, please, by all means,
worker, that's what we gotta do.
And if you need me to signal boost, send me some links. Excusez-moi, and I will totally do that. Because I'm not one of those people who thinks, "Ooh, union's scary." I'm not that person. No.
That's what I mean. Unions aren't perfect, right? And people and the chuds love pointing that out. Like sometimes unions are crooked, or sometimes unions are will get bad leadership and don't really do shit besides take your money. But if you look at what's going on here, you either have a chance to give power to the worker, or you give it all to the corporate elite, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna put my money on the worker every day.
Yeah. No, I don't trust. I don't trust any employer. I just don't. I've seen too much. I have seen too much to trust any employer.
That's why I'm sitting right here. a privileged position, to be sure.
Oh yes.
Not everybody has that option, but since I do, I'm taking it. I'm like, man, you could be making so much more. I'm like, fuck that.
Look, I know me. I am an employee. I'm an employer's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Because I am a motherfucker who knows the law. I know the law. I know the rules. And I've never been a part of a union, like any kind of a unionized workforce, but I guarantee you if I was, I would be a nightmare for people who were my employers.
See, I'd be a nightmare for a different reason. I'd be a nightmare because, man, I hope I don't ever need a job one day and then somebody finds this clips or something.
So
oh, was
record?
that me? I don't think that's me. You know what that is? That's one of them new AI things. Like,
oh no, that's Photoshop.
Nah,
That's
like,
After Effects.
The corporations create jobs. Why would I say that? That doesn't even make any sense.
Man, that's Chat GPT right there, man. Leave me alone.
Yeah, man, this AI is getting crazy.
Yeah.
No, but I'll tell you, this is it right here. Look, my privilege, and I'll just call it what it is. This privilege, that says I'm financially, I'm not rich or nothing, but I don't have to go get a job. So I'm gonna put my energy right here to try to make this work to pay bills. If I ever decided to go get a job, knowing that that's what I have, I'm like, man, don't tell. Hey, you're lucky I'm working here. Okay, like you're lucky. I'll quit tomorrow. I'll quit right now. I don't give a fuck about these references. Because there's a difference between just quit your job, and that means, well, if I quit, I might not be able to eat, or if I quit, I might lose my house, or I can't get a. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people like 99.99% of the people in the especially in this country, but definitely in the world, are working because they have to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you put me in a fucking position where I know I don't have to because I still am gonna eat, I'm still gonna have my house paid for, and I'm working for you, you better come correct every single day.
Oh, please believe.
If you come at me sideways, man, you're gonna be short man very quickly. I'm like, all right, I'm out.
Well, let me tell you something. I tell my wife this all the time. My superpower is that I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
There's great power in it. There's great power in it. I think someone literally, and to kind of get us back more on task, there was somebody that, and I don't want to make it hot, that someone had tagged me in a tweet about another comic book YouTuber, and I appreciate their energy. I don't have a lot to say. Robo knows what I'm talking about because I told him about it. But I'll just say another comic book YouTuber was getting dragged on Twitter, and I just respectfully watched.
I'm gonna be like,
yeah, no, that was me. I literally was like what that motherfucker on Wild 'N Out. I was just like,
oh, that's wild. Oh, that's wild.
I was like, ooh. But no, someone
especially since this is love for you, and you don't have any problems with cosplay. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
not at all.
There's no hate between you two, and so it's kind of weird to be like, hey, thanks y'all. That's dope.
Yeah, it's like I want to say thank you, but at the same time, no.
I can't co-sign the other shit though. But
No.
thank you.
He's like, thank you. Well, it's funny because, like, yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, fuck it. I love Rob. He's a great guy.
Everybody has criticism. You could criticize. There's criticism for everybody, right?
Oh yeah. And let me be clear. No one is above reproach. Okay, no one is above reproach. And I would be a liar if I didn't say that Rob has some wild takes out there about a lot of things, and I don't agree with many of them. But I'll just say that the thing that Rob was getting dragged for, admittedly though, was sarcasm.
Yeah.
Like, I could tell he was being sarcastic.
He's been a little bit of a troll.
Yeah, he was trolling. The thing that he was getting dragged for, it was a troll. And honestly, I think some of the wild takes that he does have that I disagree with, a lot of them I do think he's just trolling. Now, there are some that I know he's dead ass on. But like, yeah, I was like, dude, I'm not going to sit here and shit on the homie. But no, it was one of those situations where it was one of those situations. Let's pretend for 5 seconds that it was real. Let's pretend for 5 seconds he was even half-ass serious. That wouldn't be a conversation I would like blast him on Twitter for. I just would have pulled him aside and be like, all right, send him a DM. Hey, man, I was like, were you serious about yada yada yada, and be like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, I'm just making sure.
Same thing. I would do the same thing.
Yeah,
but I will say this much.
Yeah.
I can't be mad at anybody who does because he put it on Twitter.
True.
You know, if you put your opinions on Twitter, well, then I guess we'll just drag you on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? So, when you put it like that, yeah, okay, yeah. Actually, I changed my opinion on that. Well, and I say that because it was funny to me because in the same breath, someone retweeted that criticism and then criticized me. But the funny thing about it was I almost said something petty, like, well, the difference between us is that this was a troll about colorism.
Uh-huh.
I said the thing that you're mad at me for is me not being okay with Jewish erasure.
Bingo.
I was like,
it
it was funny too, because like, you know how like sometimes you have a flashback and it all kind of comes to you. I promise this is going somewhere, but it was somebody that was mad at me because they brought up in the chat and they said it was on Twitch, so this had to be a long ass fucking time ago. Like I'm talking super long ass time ago because it was not a conversation that has been had recently. But they were basically going off about how they wish, or rather that they want Magneto to be black in the MCU. Now, personally, I'm not against this.
My dog's scratching at me. Let me run up.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. Run your business. You do your business. Personally, I don't have any issue if they cast a black Magneto in the MCU. My criticism is that I still think that at the very least you should maintain his Jewish connections as well, because there are black Jews. There are black Jewish people. It's not as uncommon as people might think. And the problem with the argument is that this guy didn't agree. And that was why we had a disagreement about that. And he was trying to say that, and it was also because I said that, well, if you do that, if you recast Magneto as just a straight up black man, not a black Jewish man, but a just straight up black man, I said keep that same energy when they cast Storm as Taylor Swift, and I don't think he appreciated that. So yeah. But anyway, with the $9.99 super chat, Matthew Anderson said, I hope y'all are well. Appreciate y'all. I'm trying to avoid spoilers, so I'll rewatch this later. Have a great stream. We appreciate you for that. Thank you for that. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. But yeah, it was one of those deals where, like, I think having said that tongue in cheek, I don't think that they appreciated my my lack of seriousness in the matter. But yeah, here's my thing. While I was joking when I said what I said, there was a little bit of seriousness in that tone, because I feel like you should be prepared for equal action. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. If you are going to recast a character who's traditionally seen as a Jewish man, and you recast him as another ethnicity or color, you should keep that same energy in regards to other things. If I'm not saying it has to be that way, but I'm just saying I would not be surprised if it were that way. I mean, let's be real. There was a point in time when they did want to cast Storm with Julia Roberts. There was a time, okay, when that was going to be a thing. There was a time, and not even that long ago, when one Ike Perlmutter said that no one would notice if Black Panther were white. With stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not going to sit here and try and pretend like these conversations don't actually happen. So yeah, I feel like we just have to recognize that, and the sooner we do, the better off I think we all will be. True. Yeah. No, so that's the thing. Yeah. Y2 News. I thought Peach Momoko was race swapping Storm in Ultimate X-Men. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's actually not even the case. Because when I initially saw the covers for Ultimate X-Men, I thought that was kind of the case too. But no, it's actually a whole other character. Her name is May. And I think her mutant name is May Storm. But yeah, it just is that, like I said, it's just one of those things. You just gotta. Sometimes you just gotta have the context, and it can make all the difference. But yeah. I just thought it was funny because dude was like that. I stopped fucking with him, so I started watching Dope Spill. But instead of saying anything petty, I just told him, I said, good for you, and gave him a thumbs up, and went on about my day. Apparently, he didn't get the reaction he was looking for because he never replied. At least not to my knowledge. But he may treat Twitter the same way I do. I say something on Twitter and don't come back for like 2 or 3 days. Because it's not a real place.
This is true. That's why I got a channel on Discord. Like, Twitter is not real. This is for Twitter drama places.
Yeah. But to get us back,
man, I missed the whole thing. What happened with Omega Dreads? This is why I'm on the internet for that. I missed that. God damn.
Yeah, I mean, you catch the vibe. You catch the vibe. But no, I mean, the long and short of it was just that someone just wasn't okay with the fact that I didn't think it was a good idea to cast a black person as Magneto if you don't maintain their Jewish heritage.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, you can be black and Jewish at the same time. It's not a 100%. Thing. It's not like impossible. Trust me.
Well, I mean, you just make him Ethiopian or make him North African, or there's
even
a lot
then
of black Jewish people.
No, I mean, like you can oh man, I can't remember the name of the book, but I remember even reading a book back when I was a kid. I say kid, I was in high school, but I was still a kid, I guess. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. But I think I was a freshman or sophomore in high school. I forget the name of the book, but it was about a black Jewish man and like how he grew up in a family that was 100% Jewish, and the trials and tribulations of that, like growing up a black man, or technically biracial man, in a Orthodox Jewish environment. Like, and what that was like. Someone in the chat probably knows what book I'm talking about. I can't remember off the top of my head, but because it's been that long since I've read it. But like, yeah, I mean, I know it's a thing. And I think to be fair, let's also be clear on this. This was one of those blacks are the real Jews type of people that got angry about this. So they're already not serious people to me. One of them like Black Israelites. One of those cats. Yeah, I was like, dude, get the fuck out of here. I was like, look, man.
They go in the same exact box as the flat earthers. Like, okay, as soon as I hear them, I'm like, okay, you go over here. I'm not. Yeah.
We were on the same page because like earlier today, I don't know if you saw it, but they did the new Transformers trailer. And Paramount did this thing where they actually sent a drone or something into space that had a video screen on it that was playing the trailer in space. So it was a camera looking at a screen.
Yeah.
That's as it's like floating in space and like playing. So it was crazy.
Just below the dome then. Just below the dome that is space.
Oh no, you can see the curvature of the earth and everything. Like I don't know what it
Flat Earthers think there's a dome.
Oh
right?
yeah,
oh yeah.
I was like, yeah. Oh no, I was like, because I literally said, I bet there's flat earthers that are mad as a motherfucker right now, like trying to come up with some way to. I was like, dude, get the fuck. I was like, dude, you can literally see the curvature of the earth from the drone.
That's all. Hey, that's CGI though. You don't know?
Oh my god, I hate it here. But no, like, yeah, when I hear that shit, I think like I immediately put them in the same category as a flat earther. And people who think that birds aren't real, that they're robots.
That was a fake thing.
Oh, was it? I thought that was a real thing.
Yeah. No. So that group, it was good because they got me too. Don't feel bad.
Okay. Well, that makes me happy.
It was supposed to pretend like they were for real, These motherfuckers got on Fox News to argue their point, and then the guy's like, "We're trolling. We're trolling, and we wanted to do a movement to show how like the news doesn't
They don't
do their
vet.
like they just want to." And it turned out he finally and it was kayfabe. It was literally kayfabe, and then the members of the group would agree to like do fake kayfabe. Like you have to like no matter what, if you're in public, you have to act like it's real. And it was all fake. It was all fake.
Okay, well,
awesome.
that actually gives me hope for humanity. So that gives me hope for humanity. Here it is. Wait, Mojo Quid put something in here.
Actually, that's my career, and
yeah, they're not real.
They're fake.
He's like, they're not real. They're literally like we've gotten the technology down to the point where they now have Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's Wi-Fi. Like if you're ever out in the woods and all of a sudden your signal is better than ever, you're welcome. Mojo Quid over on the Twitch side says, I can see it now. Denzel Washington gets cast as Magneto, and Ninja from the Antwoord gets cast as Black Panther, so they can keep him as African.
Damn.
Oh, I can see that. I can literally see that shit. Like people think here's these are things that could actually happen. Like people act like these conversations have never happened. Dude, Ike Perlmutter literally is on record saying that he was perfectly fine with the idea of casting a white man as the Black Panther, as T'Challa.
Of course. That's Perlmutter, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But no, okay, so yeah, there we go. I keep saying we're gonna get back to it. We never get back to it.
Oh, you doing X-Men? Oh, that's just long gone.
I'm about to say it's long gone. You know what?
Hey, the last episode was dope. And this whole series is pretty dope.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's fantastic. In case no one knew. Well, okay, I'll tell you this. Here's what I'll say. I will address a criticism from this week's episode that I feel like some people have had. I've seen this kind of passed around.
Let's hear it.
I have seen some people say, man, this week's episode was whack because it wasn't as good as the previous week's episode. Now, I want to impress upon people something. So I will recommend that if you ever want to be a good storyteller, one of the rules of storytelling is when you have such a high drama moment, like what is literally a holy shit moment.
The Red Wedding.
Yeah. The thing you don't really do very often is immediately follow it up.
Right.
Like you go to something else. Go to something.
You gotta let that simmer, yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing. You make the people who got caught off guard by it, you have them by the heartstrings at that point, because now you're dictating the rules of engagement of the story. You're telling them, oh, not yet.
That's right.
And I want to be.
They're not going to do that for more than one episode.
No,
we saw how the epised went.
Yeah,
Xavier did the Xavier thing. We had that right. He almost gave it up for the Nookie, and
he was like, look, let me tell you something. I have never seen a man in my life look more like, God damn, I really. He's like, man, I got to get up. Oh my God, dude, I was literally just getting my shit off. Oh, fuck.
That's my face. That's my face right there. Every time the alarm went off, and why I'll never be back in a real job.
Oh
shit!
But the thing is, and I want to impress upon people something. I don't know if people keep up with this stuff. Okay. It's like, oh my God, I love it here. I love it here again. But no, so here's my thing. If you really want to get the inside baseball, the next episode of X-Men 97 is called Bright Eyes. Now, that might go over some people's heads. But if you kept
Me.
up with X-Men animated series a
some
lot, he's like, I'm some people. In X-Men animated series, it was a common phrase that Rogue used to use a lot. And she would sometimes use it in regards to Gambit. Now, she would also use it in regards to people she was about to lay the smackdown on as well. But Bright Eyes was a common thing that Rogue said. I have a feeling that this coming episode is going to be pretty Rogue-centric. And that's when you're going to get the addressing of, of what happened. Yeah. Like, they had to show everybody else. Like, because let me be honest with you. If you would have put the Life-Death Part 2 stuff before the Genosha stuff, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think it would have hit as strong. I don't think it would have hit as strong as... Because at that point, you've had high moments. You've had the return of Xavier. You've seen Storm get her powers back. I mean, maybe it would have hit harder because you're like, oh my God. But see, now, like if we did the Life-Death stuff, we finished that up first. First off, well, for one, Xavier's still alive, so yeah, man, and he's walking around? Yeah, dude, no, he could come and lay the smackdown. Oh, Storm's got her powers back? Oh, man, please. Dude, it's over.
Not gonna come around, and it fit the rhythm, right? That's why they did Life and Death Part 1.
Yeah.
Then what happened on Genosha, and then Life and Death Part 2, and we know we're gonna come back. That's how they're doing it. You know, you look at any of the great stories, that's exactly how, like you said. Yeah. And for me, like whenever I think like storytelling, I love, the final season didn't exist. It doesn't exist. They still haven't finished. It's crazy. But Game of Thrones is like one of my favorite series ever, and they did exactly how you're explaining it. Like sometimes way longer than one episode.
Yeah, you might go 2 episodes without knowing.
The Red Wedding, and this is weekly. This is a weekly deal, right? So you're talking about waiting like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. The Red Wedding happens. Everybody's like, I remember watching that shit and be like, that's it. That's everybody, right? I mean, that's everybody. There's the fuck story done. What the fuck's going on? And that's like, they're like, yeah, you know what the next one's gonna be about? Now we're over here. We're doing this other shit with the dragon lady, and I'm like, no, and they're exactly like you said. He keeps them on, and I'm gonna keep watching. I need to know what's happening back here. And and I don't know. I think the pacing was great. Everything was good. I think the only problem I had with this past episode was the owl.
Okay.
I felt like the owl looked kind of corny. And I know we have to make it, and I wrote it off. It didn't bother me a lot. It was just kind of like, okay. But I said this when we first talked about it. This show is not just for us. Right. You know what I mean? There are some things that is like, okay, this is like, Invincible, that's for the readers of Invincible, which are not going to be little kids, right? Like, we know what's happening there. This shit is for us and to get little kids back into X-Men, to sell comic books, to sell toys, to get people in the movies. You know what I mean? That's what all this shit 100%. Is. So I think the owl was kind of there for the kids, I think. They wanted to touch in, you know how like it does that thing where you are like it's the thing that you find scariest. You know what I mean? So the owl is like a part of like what she's thinking. Like, wow, see how she connected the owl with the wind, and so once I thought for a second that maybe the what's the dude's name? The demon. What's the demon's name called?
Oh, the adversary.
So I thought for a second that owl that was circling overhead was the adversary, and I'm not positive that it was. I think it was.
I think it was. Okay, because she kept making she made a comment about it flying overhead at one point.
Right. That's the comment I'm kind of referencing where I think it is more likely that it was the adversary. I think that is probably the best take if I was gambling, but I think it's possible, maybe low probability, I will admit, that it might not have been her because it's an owl that appears, and she references how the owl is flying, how it wants to fly regardless of the wind, and how the wind is flying, outside of the tides and stuff. And so it connects her because looking at that owl reminds her of how she used to be, right? And so the adversary goes, oh yeah, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use the imagery of the owl and how you don't have that anymore to really kind of fuck with you in your head. And I'm like, man, I wish something else had fucking bothered her, because like a wolf or something, because this owl is just looking kind of whack.
Well, I mean, it's funny. It's funny because like it's also her own voice.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's
oh,
her.
I
Yeah,
like
because
that, though.
it's
That's
the
meta.
same. It's the same voice actress. It's the same
That's
voice
it.
actress. It's Allison Seeley Smith.
That's meta as fuck. I like
yeah.
that. Witch Doctor says that right there. She did say the demons are a reflection of ourselves. Like, yeah, that's for her to voice the demon.
Yep.
Really is meta. It kind of like, yeah, of course it's her. That's dope. I like that.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Here we got a super chat here. $5 super chat here from Anarchy Hamster. It says, did you read the new Miles comic? Which I forgot it came out this week. I need to get on that. It says he did a Yuji move from Jujutsu Kaisen. He also used a King move from Tekken last week. The Miles is the best Spider comic. No, it is. It definitely is.
Yeah, no surprise there.
I will also say so if he did a Jujutsu Kaisen reference in this episode or in this issue, which I'm gonna look it up. But not now, but later. There was also one in Nightwing this week.
Oh, so I thought you were going to talk about the Deadpool one. So Deadpool
Deadpool did Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did a so basically what happened was so Nightwing they were doing this thing where they went to Marv and George's Pizza, which for those who don't know, Marv and George's Pizza is a reference to Marv Wolfman and George Perez, who worked on Teen Titans. And for those who know, George Perez did pass. Recent-ish, it was last year, like sometime mid-last year, I believe. A lot of people were passing that time frame, too, because it was just like boom, 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 boom. Nightwing and everybody there, you're in Bloodhaven, they're hanging out at the pizza place, and you can see Yuji picking up a pizza and walking off with it, which I thought was cool. I thought it was I'll pull up the tweet just to kind of show it off. I posted it. I posted it on Twitter earlier. I thought it was funny too because the replies were just perfect. It's like people say like, oh man, Yuji's using like domain expansion to cross over into the DC Comics universe just to get a bite to eat. I thought it was fantastic.
That's how you know, though. That's how you know. I hate to do anything like you walking out with the whole pie. Oh shit, that sure shit is him.
That's him. That's 100% him. Like
that's
you can't
not even a little bit.
Look, that is not even legally distinct. Yuji Itadori, like he's got the scarf, the fit, the hair, everything.
That reminds me of that one thing that Ron Mars did with the Harry Potter and all them characters.
we were talking about that on the cave last week, and it was so funny because
I bought that issue, by the way. I have the physical issue. Yeah.
What? Oh, okay, yeah. The first time we ever get to hang out like you face to face, I need to see it just to so I can feel that it's real. Like, but when we were going through the other day, I realized there were so many people in that issue that I never even noticed.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, they really did fucking they didn't give a fuck.
Nah, not even a little bit.
I was like, Ron Mars don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and they didn't do like Image Comics like, oh, I'm gonna do the back of his shoulder and then the tip of his cape so I know it was Batman. No, they're like, nope, this is me. I'm Doctor Strange.
not legally distinct Doctor Strange, but just Doctor Strange. It's like, no,
not Professor Weird, not Physician Weird or anything. Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Mr. Odd. No, just not Nurse Faith. No, just straight up Dr. Faith. Just go ahead and
That's
just go.
it.
This
That's
is
it.
what it is. Oh, but someone else asked, like, can we talk about Vulcan? Vulcan, yes. Yes, there was a Vulcan cameo. It was very. It was weird. It was not brief, but also brief at the same time. Like, yeah, he shows up, he doesn't say anything, and he's just, chilling in the Shi'ar Imperial Guard, as a super guardian or whatever, and and literally is getting ready to blow some people's heads off with his powers. It's not the place I expected to see him. So here, I want to point this out here. So I want to throw my hat in the ring for Deadly Genesis next season. Because we have now seen Darwin, and now we have seen Vulcan. If I see either Petra or Sway in any of the next 4 episodes, in any capacity, we're getting Deadly Genesis next. Next, because we already know we got season 2. Season 2's already been greenlit. Or no, let me take that back. Season 2 has already been completed. Or is already being worked on, rather. Season 3 is being developed now.
This shit has been greenlit, soft greenlit. We'll give it the yellow light to probably. I being realistic. I mean, I want to say 20 seasons, but I bet you realistically they know damn well they got at least 4 in them.
Dude, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, 4 minimum. 4 minimum. Like the show would have to fall off dramatically for them to be like, because I'm gonna tell you what, they knew what they were sitting on. They knew what they were. Okay, first off, they knew what they were sitting on because Kevin Feige even said it. He said, "There's no way we're doing the show if we can't get the original theme."
That's it.
So he went out of his way to get that original theme.
And look, it's not an accident. This is all timing. They could have put this shit out 11 years ago. They could have put like after they get Fox or whatever. But like, this is timing because now they got people excited. It's the same thing that's happened with Fallout, by the way.
Yeah,
it's the same exact thing. You go look at the sales. I haven't looked at the exact sales, but if my personal experience is anything, I've been seeing all over. Look on Twitch. Look on Twitch. The amount of people that are playing Fallout 3
Everybody's
New
playing
Vegas.
Fallout. Everybody.
That is the smartest fucking thing I've ever seen direct translation to.
Oh, that wasn't all they did.
Who's they?
Okay. So Hasbro, because they own Magic the Gathering, they put out a Fallout Magic the Gathering deck.
See,
the same fucking week. The same week that Fallout came out. So yeah, no, this was targeted. They knew exactly what the fuck they were doing.
Yes.
And they were like the fact that Steam was like, so you want that Fallout New Vegas for $3?
That's crazy. It's all on sale now. You all should just buy it.
Yeah.
And my ass did.
Hey, wait, all the DLC? Y'all got all the DLC on here for like $3.99?
Yep.
Oh,
you played it on PS4, PS3? Oh, that's crazy because if you buy it on Steam, man, have you heard about these mods that are out there? You probably should get that. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna do that. But yeah,
I'm gonna tell you how dumb my ass was. Because I think I told you this. I actually went on Steam.
Oh, you
put the new I knew I owned New Vegas. I knew I owned Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4. I didn't remember that I owned all the DLC for them as well. But I own every Fallout, long before the show was even announced. Yeah. But my dumb ass forgot that I had all the DLC. Went to Steam, put it in my cart. It was not until I was getting ready to click purchase, and it said, "You have not selected a recipient for this purchase. You already own this shit."
Got it.
And when I went and looked, I went back to the individual store pages, and it was like, in your library, in your library, in your library, like all the way down. And I was like, damn, dude, that's how good they got me.
I'm gonna play him. So Ernie and Elite X1, they don't think it's gonna happen, right? Because they think they know somebody. But I'm playing Fallout 1. I'm gonna finish it. And you know what's funny? I might just be stubborn and do it, but they're probably right that I'm gonna hate it, and I'm gonna be like,
It's like,
well, I'm not gonna let them be. I'm not gonna let them be right. God damn, I hate this game.
I swear to God, dude.
No, but what I was gonna say
swear to
earlier is
fucking
it's
God.
not it's not an accident that they're getting everybody hyped up. 97 has us right, and we're in love, and they're
Oh,
doing
shit.
it. They're not letting you binge it, and then boom, the movie's gonna drop.
Wait a minute. Here you go. That's the move.
Ah, damn.
He did the Manji
That's
kick.
what's up.
He did the Manji kick. I'm here for it. Oh, he
That's
did it on
what's up.
Rabble too. Damn. I love this little. I don't know if y'all can see. I'm gonna try and zoom in a little bit so y'all can actually see this a little bit better. Down here at the bottom it says Manji kick. He actually says it too. Says, would love to say Colin Wing taught me, but the real hero is Genki's Crunchyroll account. Dude, you know, I'm not gonna lie. You can sit here and say it all you want, but and you know what? I would forgive you because, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a crusty old nerd. But to deny the impact of anime on the American comics industry, you're a goddamn fool.
I was gonna say that earlier, and then my brain did what it does, and I forgot to finish my sentence. I was gonna say exactly that. I was gonna man, I don't want to give these chuds anything, but when they talk about like how like the anime has impacted comics and the world, listen, I went to I did my honeymoon in Paris a couple months ago, right? And let me tell you, there is this anime store. It's a franchise, by the way. A franchise. Really? It's not like
Sixth Street.
Sixth Street anime and comics. So you know how it is here in the United States, where it's like if you see a comic book store, it's probably some local business, some nerd, you know, bought a business and opened it, right? Nah, they have like a Walmart of comic book. They have a 7-Eleven comic book store, like type thing. And it's like, man, that's the same comic book store. Oh, it's a franchise. I walked in there and I thought for half a second, I still didn't know. I didn't pick up. I'm like, oh, dang. You know, they must be here for the tourists, you know, like probably like tourists like this shit, you know, whatever. Bro, everything in that store was in French. And I was like, I walked up like, hey, do you guys have any in English? And the guy's like, no, these are only in the French. And I was like, I said, okay. Come to find out.
That tickled me as much as it did.
Yes, no.
Sacre bleu.
This is all in English. What do you think you are?
Right? Oh my God.
I think I went. I got one of those generic African accents, West African accents.
This motherfucker. We got
But it was insane. France is huge in manga. Huge.
Oh,
huge. I think like second to Japan, actually.
Well, I was gonna say, you and I, we talked about this with Cypher. About like, cause, and I remember even kind of expound upon this, how big anime is in Mexico and in DR.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's in, like, cause I remember hearing, like, I make it sound like it's a fucking urban legend, but like, I remember hearing legends about how in Mexico, like when America stopped getting the episodes of Sailor Moon, how they were, how those episodes made their way to Mexico. And like, I remember like, I'm showing some age here, motherfuckers having VHS tapes where they recorded the shit off fucking TV. And shit, and like it's all in fucking Spanish and shit. But we're just like, I'm just sitting there, just like, ooh, like I'm gonna tell you right now, the Sailor Moon theme song hits different in Spanish. But Frost Radamas says, Ernie, any chance that Bo got fired, Quotey Fingers fired from X-Men '97 because he got hired to write the first X-Men movie? Okay, I want to address this for a couple of reasons. For one, get out of my head, Charles. For two, in all seriousness, I actually was thinking about that. It's actually something I had mused about when it initially happened. I didn't, not publicly, but just in just to myself. I've actually even been thinking about it more because here's the thing: Bo has been incredibly quiet. Like he hasn't really spoken about it, and Disney really hasn't given any specific information about it. And we know that Disney does have a tendency to remove people from projects when they move on to something else. Now, to be fair, Bo has written other shit. But, and for Marvel, because I believe he wrote some episodes of Moon Knight, if not all of them. and he's written some other stuff for them as well. So I mean, yeah, it would make sense. But I feel like if this is true, I would not. And yeah, this is okay. Okay here. I'm going to turn into conspiracy brother for a minute here. If it is true that he was simply removed from X-Men 97 because he's moving on to write an X-Men movie, first off, that would be smart. Because he clearly knows what the fuck he's doing. For two, Disney has not really released too much of a statement regarding specifics, and honestly, probably for good reason. Because I'm gonna tell you what Disney does a lot of the time. They will let the fans, the fans, they will let them talk themselves into a fucking frenzy before they say anything. How long did Marvel sit on X-Men 97, knowing good and hell well people were clamoring for that shit? How long have they sat on other like MCU announcements knowing people wanted that shit? But they wait until the time is right. And especially when the discourse is kind of like, I won't say negative, but like kind of heated. Oh yeah, it wouldn't shock me. Look, if like a year from now, there's an X-Men movie announced and we find out Bo DeMaio was fucking writing it and turns out there was nothing problematic that happened behind the scenes. They literally just took him off of X-Men 97 because, look, we want you to focus all your energies purely on this. And we find out that, oh, Marvel just stayed quiet about it because...
Did you see the
they don't
article
owe anybody anything
from a month ago from Game Rant about this?
No, I did not. What'd they say? What'd they say?
So I'll just read out the paragraph real quick. Now, Jeff Snyder's. So they talk about that, right? They talk about how fans are speculating and having blah 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 blah. But then he goes, Jeff Snyder's The Insnyder report may provide some insight into Marvel Studios' decision to fire DeMaio from X-Men 97. According to Snyder's reporting, DeMaio was, quote, an absolute nightmare to deal with on a daily basis, end quote. After DeMaio's firing was announced, fans speculated that his OnlyFans account was the reason for the sudden dismissal, as it likely wouldn't gel with Disney's family-friendly image. While this remains speculation, Snyder reports that Disney executives found his behavior on OnlyFans creepy. It should be noted that as of this writing, neither Marvel Studios nor DeMaio have publicly commented on the reason. So
right.
There's some other
yeah,
more dramatic speculation, but no confirmation on anything. Yeah.
Right. Like the stuff about him being difficult to work with, I had heard. I also heard he did some work on not the live action Witcher, but the animated one that was on Netflix. He did some work on there, and I heard some stories about how people said he was difficult to work with. I've heard a lot of different stories, and honestly, I kind of feel like maybe if somewhere in the middle there might be the truth. But here's the thing. They probably said it was creepy. I don't think it's creepy that he had an OnlyFans, because it wasn't like he was doing like full on nudity or anything of that magnitude. I think he was doing like lewds, like he was doing whatever. For those that don't know, I'm gonna pull the curtain back a little bit. If you go on someone's OnlyFans account and they say that they only do lewds, that means you ain't seeing shit. You're gonna see the implication of something, but not the actual thing.
Like, look, I want to support, but my brain is way too pornhole to be with that shit. Yeah. Dude, that's a JC Penney catalog, homie.
Oh yeah, no lie. I'm gonna be dead ass with you right now. Be dead ass with you. Yeah, I'm like, look, man. It's nudes a bust, okay? Nudes a bust. I was like, I'm sorry. Actually, because if it's lewds, I'm not going to finish that statement here. Let me just go ahead.
All I'm going to say is, look, man, Friendships of Hollywood is like, I mean, that's still a website. It's still up.
Yeah,
it's still up. Friendships of Hollywood.
Look,
they put nudes all over there, just selling panties.
Right? I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to be ugly about it, but I'm literally just saying. But no. All that aside.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I wanna real quick because I saw second place prize bringing this up. So y'all think we're gonna get I'm the Juggernaut bitch in '97 down the road? Like you'll get something close to it. I don't think you'll get the thing, but you'll get a reference to it, but you're not gonna get the whole thing. I'm actually kind of sad Juggernaut is not like actually showed up at some point. Like I'm kind of like sitting here like.
Did you see the article about why the live action actor said he wasn't going to be in the next Deadpool?
Yeah, I saw. He said he didn't want to wear the costume or what. He said the costume was like too.
He said that was a big part of it. He said it affected his mental health. It was too heavy. It was too bulky. I'm like, Mystique is out here being like, what?
Right?
What's her name?
Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah. Rebecca Romaine's name was like, excuse me, sir. Like this took 6 hours every day, 6 hours to get put on, 6 hours to take off, and I just got to sit in this paint.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck out of here.
And this is something actually. I'm glad you said this because this is something I feel on so many levels. I actually had a conversation with somebody the other day, and they kind of snapped at me, and I let it slide. Well, that's a lie. I didn't let it slide. I mean, I checked them on it, but like. I was really polite about it because when I was younger, I used to be that guy that like, it's not cartoons, it's anime, or it's not comic books, it's manga, it's different. When I got older, I was like, dude, fuck all that shit, dude. Look, if someone shows me an anime, I'm not gonna lie, there's a very strong chance I'm gonna say, man, that's a really cool cartoon. If someone shows me a manga, I'm like, yeah, man, yeah, I like this comic. I mean, I might say manga, but I mean, a lot of the times if I say specifically anime or manga, it's usually because I want to make sure that the person I'm talking to knows exactly what I'm talking about. Right. But like, to me, because I think, this actually came up in I think this came up in Blerd Cave chat or in Nerds of Culture chat last week, some point. Someone brought up like, oh, no, that's not a manga, it's a manhwa. I was like, there is literally no distinction between the two, other than the fact that one is Japanese and one is Korean.
Yeah, you understand the etymology is the same. It's only called manhwa because it's the same reason why we call it. Some people might say manga or manga. It's because we're speaking American English, and you know what I mean. Like, and they're gonna say it their way. You know, like you think anybody in Japan says anime? Probably not. Probably is not how it sounds when they say that word, you know?
No. It comes off a little different. Well, I just personally, I just don't care. Because at the end of the day, you know what manga is Japanese for? Fuck comic book.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Anime is Japanese for fucking cartoon.
That's it. 100%.
Or animated series or animation.
Like, but you're right. Like, I'm okay with using words to let people know where a thing comes from. Like, this is an anime. Okay, yeah, I'm okay with that. But like, and I don't want to say Chris was doing this last week. Chris was cool about it. He was actually just being informative, really. Well, but it kind of reminded me when he said, I said, oh, but yeah, they do have a manga, right? Like they have that. He goes, oh no, it's webtoons though. I was like, bro, like just because you change the format, don't stop it from being manga to me. Like, no, manga's printed and you have to read it backwards and da 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 da. And I'm like, and that's how I am. Like, I'm like, some people, or I'm like, ooh. You want me to piss off people? Hey.
Oh, that's good.
Do we have any big anime purists in the chat?
What is he gonna say?
Let's see. Where we at? We're at 150 watching. All right, let's see this.
All right. Let's see. So watch this drop to like 70. It's dropped to a smooth 70.
Avatar: The Last Airbender's anime.
Ooh.
I don't care. Like, no, it's not. It was made in America. Okay. And then you got anime made in China. It's not anime anymore.
Well, okay, so and I want to address what you just said because you know what? Mm-hmm. That is a thing. Because think about it. Mm-hmm. We have American anime. We've had things that are specifically animated in an anime style. Thus, even if you don't subscribe to the notion that it is anime because it's made here, or because it's just the style, doesn't make it any less the same thing. There's tokusatsu. The Super Sentai Kamen Rider stuff I love. There's tokusatsu in other countries. Like if you go to India, they have tokusatsu there. Europe, like different places, Europe, like I think Spain has their own tokusatsu shows. And I don't mean that like, oh, they're making shows where there's heroes in it who transform, or there's teenagers that transform into superheroes, like kind of like that are more culturally in line with them. Like, no, they make shows that are literally supposed to be just like Super Sentai and Kamen Rider.
I'll actually go a little bit extra and say that if you don't come with that same energy for Korean anime or Chinese anime, low-key racist. Low-key racist. The only reason why you still count it is because all Asians are the same shit. Hey, we opened the floodgates. Hey, we broke the seal. I'm just saying, if you don't come at China or Korea like you come for American anime in that style, you're being low-key racist because you're doing like they're all the same shit. Is it only Japan or is it not only Japan?
Right.
And if you give it to India, Spain, France, Korea, well, let's narrow it down. If you give it to Korea and China, you got to give it to France, Spain, and America.
Exactly. Precisely. 100%.
All lives matter. Now I'm playing.
This motherfucker. He did it. He fucking did it.
Shit.
But no. In all seriousness, I'm like, just saying. But no. So yeah, Demayo is tweeting nothing but good things about the show. Give some credence to the live action X-Men rumors. He hasn't said anything negative. He has literally been very, like, the only statements he has made about the show, none of them have anything to do with his being removed from it. It's all just being like happy that the fans are happy. That's all it is. Like, he has, like, I think I saw somebody try to say that, he said something problematic about the show. I think they kind of just read into some shit, just being honest. But yeah. Berdner said, wait, what? Wasn't Juggernaut Misty CGI in the second Deadpool movie? We're talking about from the third X-Men movie that no one talks about.
Yeah.
Except to say something bad.
See, so some people are bringing up other like shows. Well, what about this and what about that? I'm not saying that you can't argue the point. I do think that there are some animation out there that you can have an argument for. Does this count as anime? I'm just saying that it's never gonna be based on where was it published.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. The argument for is something anime or not. If you're gonna give me an argument that Avatar's not anime, you got to come at me with something other than it was in the United States. Maybe nope, because this is the formula anime follows, or this is the thing that this thing doesn't do, or shit like that. I can buy, but it's not gonna be because it was not from Japan.
Well, and here's the thing. Y2 New just said VR Troopers, Big Bad Beetleborgs are American tokusatsu, nowhere near the original IPs, and that's the thing, because they took those IPs and turned them into something completely different. If you actually go watch the VR Troopers original IP was Space Sheriff. Like Space Sheriff Gavin and Space Sheriff Scheider or something along those lines. And if I also remember correctly, and once again, I could be incredibly out of pocket in my assessment of this, but Big Bad Beetleborgs, I want to say was like B Fighter. I think it was B Fighter, but it was kind of like some of those in those same lines. Like, I've seen those original shows, and they are completely different from anything that we were doing. But like, but it's the same energy, give or take. It's a lesser version. But yeah. That
if
said,
Deadpool shows up in '97. Damn, that would be dope.
So you know what? It wouldn't be out of the spectrum of possibility because he has been on the original animated show before. Granted, only as a blink and you miss a cameo. But like, I would love to see it personally.
In this universe, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. In this universe, right? Because we're doing X-Men the animated series, there are only mutants, right?
No, there are other heroes.
Really?
There are other heroes. Because Punisher is referenced in the original animated series. Spider-Man, they had a crossover with Spider-Man. And Captain America was in season 5. as well as he was a cameo,
right.
I think, in another episode, like earlier, but like he actually was in an episode of X-Men in season 5. So yeah, the other heroes exist. They just don't focus on them. They just don't focus on them on any.
I kind of wish I didn't
major
know
level.
that because you know what my struggle is with a lot of these
Mhm.
where I have to do that suspension of disbelief. I'm like, there's a whole ass like the entire western seaboard is under attack by these aliens, and the only people fighting are the mutants. Okay,
It's like, all right. It's like, all right. You know what it is? You know what it is? It's because and I've always kind of felt this way. Like if it's like a mutant problem, because by and large, even in the comics, like if the X-Men are dealing with something, the Avengers are like, they got it. They got it.
we got Galactus on the way.
Yeah, like what's that Squidward? That Squidward meme? That's basically the Avengers. They're like,
That's for real. Yeah,
they're like,
And that's why I love Avengers versus X-Men so much, because it's like that it lets you know, like, oh, okay, they don't they just don't like the motherfuckers.
yeah, it's like, y'all don't give a fuck is what it is.
yeah.
But yeah, okay. I was correct. It was B Fighter. Okay. I thought I remembered that correctly. Yeah. But I'm glad I did. But it is, oh my God, Rajai Harris, why'd you do this? Who remembers tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly fucking Hills? Oh my God. Okay, first off, I'm gonna tell you who remembers. I remember. I remember. I remember this.
It's doing nothing for me. What is this?
Tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills. Yeah, that was a thing. So basically, it was these vapid Hollywood elites. The kids, the children of Hollywood elites at some like fancy prep school, and I forget how it actually plays out, but they eventually get superpowers to where they basically get Ultraman powers. They can turn into a giant-sized superhero and fight the giant monsters. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, dude. If old boy in the yellow just started railing old girl the purple and old girl the green, I wouldn't even
flinch. I wouldn't even flinch. I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
Yeah, it came on USA Network. Yep. USA Network. Yeah.
How did I never hear this? Not even hear of it.
Yeah,
like every other time, like, oh man, that's crazy. Like how you reacted to this. I've never even it does nothing to any memory cell ever.
I just dropped my blood in my life. He's like, what the fuck is this?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. The rag ass cartwheels. Yeah. Dude, okay, let me tell you something. I'm not gonna pull it up because like it would be way too much of a rabbit hole, but I will definitely say if you ever want to be reminded of how shitty this show was, it is available on YouTube. That's all I'll say.
Hold on. There's gotta be a trailer out.
Oh, I'm certain there is. Here, let's I'm willing to gamble one at the very least. Here, let's see. Oh my God.
No, there's so sci-fi what is that? Sci-Fi Wire. They did a whole 20-minute episode on this shit.
What?
Oh, the opening. Yeah.
Why?
There we go. 1 minute right here. I got you.
Oh, hey, I got it right here too. So
you got it?
Look, I got it pulled up. So you know what?
There you go.
Fuck it. Let's see. Wait, which one is the better quality? I want to see. Wait, here.
It's gonna be shit no matter what. I bet.
Oh no. Oh well, no. I'm more talking about like the
sound.
Yeah, the sound of it. I want to make sure that it's not. Here. Let's see. Here. I'm gonna unmute. Let's see. Ooh, dude, this is so bad. Ooh, it's so bad. Okay, we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. Fuck it. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it live. We are most certainly going to do it live. Okay. Here, let's do that, and I think we should be good. Okay, there it is. Wait, nope. Where did it go? Where did it go? Here, let me mess with some stuff because apparently. Oh, I see why it's doing it. I completely see why it's doing it. Okay, let's fix this.
I thought they were DMCAing you. Like, no.
No. It was no. Oh, okay, so I'll tell you what happened. Basically, because I have not watched anything on here in a while, I had to reselect the tab.
Got it.
But here, we actually have it here. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I hope y'all have some alcohol ready because y'all are gonna need it after this. Here, let's just do it like that and call it even. Let me know. You should be able to hear it.
Good.
Let's see. Oh wait, hold up. I fucked up. I think I forgot to unmute the tab. There it is. Did I mute? Yeah, unmute tab. There it is. I wish there was a way for me to get rid of this part, but yeah, it's
they put it up too early. Damn, that's wild.
But you get the idea. You get the idea.
Yeah, well, I mean, basically they said Power Rangers is doing really well.
Oh
yeah. How do we get on this? I got it. All right, you ready for this? You ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
They're from Beverly Hills. They're tattooed.
Well, you know what they did? They aped off of Ninja Turtles. Because they were like, oh, the kids really love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Tattooed teenage alien fighters
from
Beverly Hills. That's literally Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's if you had said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from New York. That would be the same.
Is this before or after Power Rangers?
This was after,
right?
Yeah, it was after.
Okay, yeah,
it was after. Yeah. And Devontre is right. VR Troopers was 4 different shows. That is why they ran out of footage so fast.
They weren't all squeaky clean buddies like Power Rangers. I kind of want to know the background now.
It was I tell people all the time. I often say I don't believe in supporting Tubi TV anymore, just because I know so much more about who owns and operates it. But I will say this. All of it is available on Tubi TV. If not Tubi TV, I know that I think Pluto TV also has it.
This teenage show here?
Oh no! I'm talking about the original shows. The original shows. Yeah, the original shows. But but if you go back and watch some of those old like Space Sheriff and Super Sentai and stuff like that, those shows hit different. They hit very different from the like what you ultimately got as like the Power Rangers. Like I always like to use the example like the episode of Mighty Morphin where Kimberly and Billy they turn into like they're supposed to be turned evil.
Right.
Evil, quotey fingers, evil by Rita Repulsa, but really they just got turned into jackasses. Because they were being mean. They weren't being evil, they were being mean. They weren't being evil. But like, this right here. This is the thing I actually wanted to show earlier. Big Bad Beetleborgs. Hold on, there it is. Big Bad Beetleborgs. This is the show the Big Bad Beetleborgs comes from. And this is B-Fighter. This is B-Fighter right here. But if you go into Power Rangers, going to Power Rangers, basically the main thing is that like in the episode where or the corresponding episode where the Pink and Blue Ranger were made evil, this is actually the original Space Sheriff right here. But yeah, in the actual original show, these were the Mighty Morphin, like the people who would become the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The 2 people on the end, who I want to say I think is like Dan and May. I could be getting those names wrong because it's been a minute, but they were the ones who turned evil on their corresponding episode, and they actually turned evil. They were going around killing people. Like, they were running around with submachine guns and katanas and lighting folks up. Like, it wasn't like, they just superficially cut this. It was like, no, they killed him. They killed somebody. They literally shot a bunch of people. like with bullets.
That's what's up. That was back before people were soft. You know what I mean? Like you could just kill people. That's just, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're just
now we
like
give
here.
trophies away for everything, and
Dude, I did, man. Dude, you get they keep giving them those participation. Dude, I am so good. Okay, so I'm at that stage of my life where my memory, I always second guess myself. Like I'm always like, I don't know if I remembered that correct. And I was like, dude, I was right. Okay, cool. Yeah, Dan and May. There you go. And here's the thing.
Pretty.
I haven't watched it recently. You know what it is? It's only for superficial shit. It is not for important shit. I can tell you that.
Man, I'll tell you what, man. I might just watch any of my streams and I'll be like, and like that one dude, the guy, help me out, chat. Who's that?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Joe Biden. Yeah. So that guy right there, he's fucking up.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. That dude. Yeah. What was his name again? Dude, let me tell you something. So you want to talk about an embarrassing moment? Oh, wait a minute. Here. Wait. Here's bam. Here, let's put this up here. So for every Blerd, take this with you from tokusatsu to comics. The Super Sentai Marvel Index Universe number is 79203. I forgot about that. There is actually one. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, there is one. Cause Cause Supaida Man. Some of you, I forgot this is a GIF, so it is just gonna look all kinds of wild. Here, let's get rid of that. But the Emissary of Hell, Supaida Man, is Super Sentai as fuck. Because he had the giant mech, Leopardon. So crazy. But yeah, it's good stuff. I'll be honest with you. If you go back and watch some of this shit, yeah, sometimes it doesn't hold up particularly well. I was in a Discord call with Carter one day. I was playing some stuff, just fucking around. And he was like, "Dude, what the fuck are we watching?" And I was just like, the things I love.
Yeah, this is my shit. What?
Mysterious Cities of Gold. The Mysterious Cities of Gold. Wait a minute. Wait. Was this the one? Oh, here. I'm looking this up because yeah. Yeah, this right here. Here, I'm pulling this up now. Hold up.
Oh, you know what that looks like? You know what this cover looks like? One of those like Christian cartoons.
It does. It does. It really does. But like it's crazy how for those who don't know what we're talking about, it's this right here. But yeah, I do remember this. I do vaguely remember.
That looks like baby Moses and and that's the Pharaoh and
oh my god. Oh my Franime. There you go. Exactly. There you go. Yeah, I like it. I like the it reminds me of how my mom used to say anime back. She used to call it Japanime.
Japanime?
Yeah.
Wait. Time out.
Uh-huh.
I used to say that like way back before I was ever. Is that a thing? Right? Is that nobody said Japanime?
No, people used to say that. People used to say that.
Yeah.
I remember back when anime was first kind of kicking off. There were lots of people who were like, "Oh yeah, Japanime." And I'd be
to let you know. See, this was people who knew what was up. By the way, your mom knew what was up.
Yeah.
She was on my rant earlier. You want me to tell you where anime's not just from Japanime? Japanime. Mm-hmm. Anime's not just from Japan. That's why we got the word Japanime. So you know where it comes from. See, your mom knew what was up. Tell us what's up.
See, we got Africanime. You didn't know about that?
What?
There's Africanime. You didn't know about that? Yeah, Africanime.
Oh, I do. Who was it? Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
Kenya does a bunch of anime, right?
Yeah. Yes. Actually, as a matter of fact, there is a Kagalia put out some stuff recently. That is, I mean, it's not anime per se, but it has animation, but like it's kind of in that same vein. But yeah, that's it. But yeah, it's a
Zambia has an anime series coming out.
Oh, yes. And here's another one here. Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. This one, what you're talking about here, yeah, G-Force, or as I love to refer to them as Science Ninja Team Gotcha Man.
These people they're speaking your language all day.
Oh yeah, dude. Like
this is your shit right here.
Oh yeah, no, dude. Let me tell you something. I fucking love, and I'm not joking when I say it. Like I'm when I say it, I am 10 million% serious when I say this. I fucking love tokus. Like when people ask me like what is one of my greatest passions. Here, I'll pull this up. But yeah, I think like they would even call. I think they call it Battle of the Planets over here for a little bit too. When it was on MTV, it was G-Force, and then later on they started calling it by its actual name, Gotcha Man. But yeah, we used to get this shit all the fucking time. But yeah, when people ask me, dude, what is the thing you love? Like you love so many things. You love comic books. You love horror movies.
Yeah.
You love anime. You love and manga and stuff. You love tokusatsu. You love wrestling. Like, what is the thing that if you could only watch the one thing for the rest of your life, what would you pick?
Yeah, this is it for you. I knew
it would be tokusatsu.
As soon as I see this shit, I'm like, wow, this is. They are on Ernie time today. Yeah. Freddie Lane, don't you worry. He'll be back on Saturday. You'll be all right.
Yeah. He'll be all right. He'll be back. Hey, you know what? Wait, do I have this in here? Do I have?
I already know what you're gonna play.
I was like, do I have this in here? I don't have it in here. It's okay. You'll be all right. But no. Yeah, Saturday. You'll be all right, man. You'll be all right.
It's too late. It's too late, Freddie Lane. I'm already hurt. Don't try.
It's too late.
It's too late. Words are like bullets, man. Words are like bullets.
Look, he's already been laid out. He's already he's been shot by a smooth criminal.
That's cool. I'm not even upset.
All of a sudden, I see like the Will Smith. Like when Jada's just sitting there just talking about her entanglements, he's just like, yeah, no, I'm not hurt.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. No,
I miss Carter too.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I got allergies. Don't worry about it. You're good. We're fucking with you, dude. We're fucking with you.
Yeah, I'm playing.
We're fucking with you. Maybe. But I will say though, this is where I'm not fucking with you. I do need to go. I need to go eat. I know I said we were going to talk about Fallout. I'm gonna go back and change the.
I already knew. I was waiting. I was like, I know he's hungry because you don't stream like this. This is daily stream for me.
Yeah,
but you don't like stream like this.
No, this is this is Robo
I lost track of time. I was like, oh shit, what time is it?
Like,
okay.
He's like, oh yeah, no. He's like, dude, look, Robo would just be getting. Yeah, I'm about to say, Robo would literally just be getting done, hitting the halfway mark on. I say it too because this is okay. I don't know why I'm telling y'all my business. Y'all don't need to know this shit, but my wife, ever so often, does not have to work on Friday and works on Saturday instead. And this is the week where she does not work on Friday. So she might be up a little bit later. So I might actually get to hang out with her for a little bit before.
There you go.
And like we have shows that we need to watch. We got shows we got to catch up on, and there's also other stuff I would probably like to do as well that I can't talk about here.
There you go.
Not to mention, I kind of want to spend at least a few minutes with my little girl before she goes to bed because I want to ask her about her game because she was actually playing a game earlier.
There you go.
And all the other good stuff. But that said, if you enjoyed any of this. And man, if you're still here and you didn't, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, if you enjoyed any of this and if you are not already done so, please consider clicking subscribe and hitting that like button because both of those things are free. They cost you nothing. At least, not if you're on the YouTube side. Twitch side, that's a little bit different. if you got that Bezos money, then you know what I mean when I say the Bezos bucks, that Amazon Prime
stuff. That's it. That's
it.
it.
And you know what? You don't even have to give it to me. If you maybe want to jump into some political streams, homie right here, Robo over here, you can see right here top. Left Face TV. Actually, I would even implore you, go ahead. I would actually say go over there and hand him that Twitch Prime, because he's out here doing the Lord's work.
At least a follow. That is free.
Yeah, that's
if you have to drop a follow, that'd be dope.
Well, the Twitch Prime is free because you're already paying for it if you have Amazon Prime. Facts. You're not spending your money. You're spending Jeff Bezos's money. Okay, let's be real.
Bezos bucks.
Yeah, man, spend those Bezos bucks. But yeah, if you do that, please, by all means, go show the homie some love. He streams throughout the weekday, and there's always some amazing conversations going on over there. I believe literally, just last night. You were watching the I don't even really want to call that a debate. I don't even feel like it was an actual debate, but it was more like just four motherfuckers talking at each other. But it was the Cenk Uygur Dennis Prager debate.
Right.
Which I thought got a little spicy, more in the chat than the actual debate. The debate,
yeah, we have fun. We have fun. We just bullshitting in there. Yeah,
the debate was mid. I think the real show is the chat, but that's just me.
Appreciate you.
That said, go over there and do that. There are links in the description for every stream. That we do here at Nerds of Culture. And of course, don't forget, we will be back next week. I don't know what the fuck we're going to talk about because I haven't really thought that far ahead. But just so you know.
And Saturday, you're going to have the Blerd Cave.
Yeah.
Freddie Lane.
Motherfucker, I knew it was coming. Yeah. Now, I'm going to go tell you right now, you're not going to get the 250th episode. Actually, I don't know. I wonder if I should actually keep putting that intro in on every, can that be the new Blerd Cave intro now? I don't know if it, we're going to keep the regular intro. But we might I might make a new countdown and put that in the countdown. But that said, we are going to, we'll be back Saturday. We got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of things announced. Some of the stuff that was brought up today, we're going to kind of expound upon, Saturday. And Chris will be back next week. Hopefully, if he has not been fired or if he is still on probation. I'm kidding. You're good, dude. You're good. You're only on probation until Thursday. You're good. We hire you back Thursday morning. But yeah. And also, you have to sign this write-up here. I have a write-up. You have to sign the write-up. But this write-up, this is just documentation. It's not. we're not really paying it any attention.
It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything unless you do fuck up again.
You fuck up again, then we got a paper trail. So just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Save for episode 300. Yeah, we're gonna I'll do another one on episode 300. I want to keep those special. But yeah. And maybe because we're already at episode 21 already. Man, I'm actually thinking might do something a little special for when we maybe we get to 50. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a little celebration.
We'll be there.
Know.
We'll definitely get there.
Yeah, so it'll happen. I don't know about Cypher, but it'll happen. I'm joking.
He'll still be on the team. He'll still be on the team, but whether or not he makes it to that episode.
That's another story.
Particular episode.
That's another story.
He's only missed like 2. He's like, he's all of them.
He's like, nah. So look, I gotta show some love, man. Freddie Lays, just subscribe to your channel, Left Face, man. That's love.
All right.
That's love right there. Cool. I love to see it.
Cool again.
I love to see it. That said, Cypher's on pay time. Oh, y'all ain't shit. But that said, we'll be back and keep it locked because I have more videos coming out. There's a lot of stuff going on right now with the channel. So man, I don't. Y'all probably already have seen how many videos have been cropping up in just the last few days.
You don't even play video games anymore.
I have not. I'm actually kind of mad because I have not gotten to play any video games. But I do this for you because I love you. I love you all. And because I love you all, so much, I'm gonna get something to eat. Thank you all for your time, and your energy and your love for Robo of Left Face TV. I am the Blerd without fear. And you know what? I don't really have any hate in my heart this week for any singular individual, but I can
2 weeks in a row. We're
Yeah,
on a positive learning arc.
Yeah, we're literally on a positive arc. But you know what? I can't allow that to happen. So I'm gonna go back to an old favorite. Mark Millar, you can go to hell. We held it down.